It's time to record a new Smodcast.
Fuck off. I'm listening to one of the other great shows on the Smodcast Podcast Network. Scott?
There's so many to choose from.
You damn skippy, there's so many to choose from. I'm on 5 every week myself, man. Hollywood Babylon on Monday, Smodcast with you on Tuesday, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old on Wednesday with Jay Muse, Fat Man on Batman every Thursday, and then I wrap up the week with Edumacation with Andy McElfresh.
There's so many to choose from.
Hell yeah, son, and those aren't the only podcasts. Those are just the ones I'm involved with. What about the podcasts of Smodco that don't feature me, man? Like Tell 'em Steve Dave, Last Week on Earth with Ben Glebe, I Sell Comics with Ming and Mike.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey, man, there's also Film School Fridays or Netheads or Get Up on This, Team Jack.
There's so many to choose from.
The Breaks, man. Waking from the American Dream. Bagged and Boarded. Phoebe. Soundbite Nation. These are all the shows you could be listening to over at smodcast.com, Scott.
There's so many to choose from.
And if audio's not enough for you, man, if you're just like, no, I want the thick dick of video as well, man, well, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is C-Smod, or you can watch Comic Book Men, our show on AMC, following The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead every Sunday night.
There's so many to choose from.
That's right, Scott. There are so many to choose from. So get choosing, kids. Go to smodcast.com. Start getting picky, man. Stick these sweet, sweet oral sounds into your ear pussies.
There's so many to choose from.
You said that already.
There's so many to choose from.
Reset, unlock, go.
It's the Seiji and Dada Show. Hi, Seiji.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm on TV.
You want to watch TV?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You know why?
Why?
Because we're going to talk about a little something called Hulu Plus. Did you know about Hulu Plus?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Plus?
Because of the plus?
Yes.
That's a very good point. Because when you're going to huluplus.com, you have to use all lowercase, huluplus.com/TESD.
NST?
Yep. Tell them Steve Dave.
Yes.
What do you think is good about Hulu Plus? Well, you know what? There's free Hulu. We don't like that. That's okay. That's so-so. We really like Hulu Plus because you can watch it in HD
TT?
through Blu-ray players, gaming consoles, set-top boxes, iPads, iPhones. You have an iPad, right?
Yes.
Do you use Hulu Plus on your iPad?
Yeah.
Liar! Hulu.com offers the last 5 episodes that aired on TV, while Hulu Plus offers you all the current episodes from popular shows. All kinds, like Modern Family. Dada likes that show, right?
Yes.
I watch Modern Family. You hear that dumb dog licking water in the background?
No.
She's wrecking everything, right? I'm reading over the points here. They're trying to tell me what to... Always stay positive. Am I always positive?
Yes.
I'm an upbeat guy, right?
Yes.
No, I thought so. Let's see.
Look at me.
Come on. Okay. You play Batman?
Yes.
You love Batman?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what else? Content. Regular Hulu has like 5 episodes of the show you want to watch, where Hulu Plus has almost all of them usually, right? Full series runs. X-Files, Arrested Development, Desperate Housewives, Battlestar Galactica, Monk, Psych, Saturday Night Live, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty? That's not very nice. Call it Ugly Betty indeed. It also is the exclusive source, Seiji, for the most comprehensive library of the Criterion Collection Archive with hundreds of classic films. Have you seen all them already?
Yes.
Oh, you already saw them? Okay. Well, you don't care about that part then. So what you got to do, if you want to set up your Hulu Plus account, go to Hulu Plus, all lowercase, /TESD, and sign up there. And I think it's like $7.99 a month or something like that. Is that a lot of money? $7.99 a month?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
What would you buy if you had $7.99?
Cars.
You would buy some cars?
That's it.
That's it? You would just buy cars? Would you buy ravioli?
Yes.
Would you buy pizza?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about here. HuluPlus.com/TESD. Don't use capitals, all lowercase. That's all you need to know. $7.99, $8.99, something like that per month, and you're going to be happy, right?
Yes.
And isn't that what life is all about, being happy? Are you always happy?
Yeah.
What makes you sad? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Tell them. What makes you sad?
Nothing.
Nothing. Tell them again. Yell it.
Nothing.
All right. HuluPlus.com.
.com.
They molested me.
Stitcher. 2015, bitch.
Yeah.
Right there, the episode where you talk about the molestation.
Yeah. If we win it, I'll tell it all.
Have you ever been to the Y? Have you ever showered with another man?
What do you keep on staring at my shit for?
He's like, I'm confused.
Yeah, well,
You're in the
either get on your knees and do something about it, or you're gonna fist bump
He'll settle your confusion.
it. Sperm's good for you, then.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave with Bri Johnson, that's me. Bri Q, that's you. Walt F.
That's me.
And who else? JS, the man.
Here for, a special game later on in the show.
Yes. Yeah. Could you,
Sunday Jeff.
Could you refer to me as Stitcher Award winning
Oh, he won the award.
Brian Quinn?
We should.
I mean, come on. Props be props.
I was going to bring up that, I wasn't even
I
sure.
knew you were going to bring it up, which is why I brought it up first.
How do you win the award?
He has a pod with Sal called What Say
Oh,
You?
he's fucking backstabbing you, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. What's up, puck nuts?
That's right. We were
Yeah, we were never on for no Stitcher award.
No. But me and Brian left Tell Him Steve Dave to do a second pod well before he did a
Yeah.
What Say You pod.
Yeah, but he's honorary pucknut.
Well, he's the owner of
that-
Puppets now.
Well, you're all honorary. What say you? So that clears up that problem.
What was it like? What was it like to bring home that triumph?
Bittersweet, man. I was happy. You know what? Honestly, Tell him Steve Dave not winning kind of ruined it for me. I was happy for Sal. It was a weird thing because I was happy for Sal, but I was kind of bummed. I was kind of bummed for myself.
No, you blame the ants, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's nobody else to blame but the ants.
Not enough votes, you're saying?
Obviously.
Maybe not enough passion.
No, I don't think so.
No, the passion was there. I heard they immediately began attacking Stitch.
Declan wrote something like "and the army ants unleashed" or something like that.
Yeah, I don't ever fault the troops. We're not pinkos here at Tell 'em Steve Dave. we know that the troops are everything, and we just lost to a better pod, man. Supposedly that pod's pretty damn good to show.
I actually like
You've
his
listened to it?
pod. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've never listened to it, but
It's hugely popular, isn't it? A couple of times a week too.
yeah. Well, he's like Corolla. I think Corolla does it a couple times
Yeah.
a week. What's his name? Hardwick.
Right.
Chris does his a couple times a week. We got to start doing it a couple times a week, boys.
you think that's the problem? Yeah, I don't think so either.
But they also the thing they all have in common too, celebs. They all have much like What Say You? What Say
Right.
You has celeb guests.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that definitely is always going to be not an issue, but it's always going to be something that holds us, I think, back from ever getting into that upper echelon. Is the we just don't we when we call in guests, it's fucking Sunday Jeff time after time after time.
That's the best guess of all.
And people just get bored with that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff.
You can go back to the well too many times, evidently.
We're like
Obviously, this is the well today, so
we're now making them pay to get him on the Christmas spot. So you can't fucking blame him, I guess. But I was pretty bummed.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I can honestly say it was. I was disappointed that we didn't. It is the first time since we've done Tell 'em Steve Dave that it failed at something. It was the first time that Tell 'em Steve Dave failed for us, because it has been nothing but accolades and cool shit and awards in the past, and this is the first time, and it's how many years it run?
It's 4 years now.
That it had failed to bring home and the goods. So
That's harsh.
it's hard. It's harsh, but I mean, it could do one or two things. I got an email from somebody who was in a desperate mode of, I know you guys are feeling bummed right now. Please don't quit, because I know that's probably what you guys are thinking.
Please don't quit.
No, it wasn't Declan.
Hardly anything to live for.
Don't take this away at all.
It really was just from some nameless fan who was like, I know how you guys are, and I bet your first inclination is to quit. And I wrote back, I was like, wow, is it that obvious we're that fragile
And thin-skinned.
that you thought we would just take our ball and go home?
He's like, yes.
Joe Rogan took our ball and went home.
Now some people. Now, I mean, there was a part of me like if we had scheduled a pod the next day, I'd have been like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It took a while for the bitterness to wear off. Some people are steeled by that, though. Like, are you one? Are you willing to be like, all right, I've got to up my game to try, because it's a long time, and I don't know if we can top last year though. We had some good shit last year. I don't know if we're off to a shitty start this year with missing throws already.
Yeah.
But last year we had Pod Olympics. We had a whole killer bonus pods. We had a lot of good moments, and if that's not good enough to win it all,
Well, the bonus pods were mostly apology pods.
but they were still good
Over
though.
half of them.
They were really good though.
Yeah, they're all
I mean, it didn't take away from the content of them. And so what I was saying is that steal you into like be like, I got to try harder, or is it like, no, I'll just do what I got to do.
Not to try harder, just to try different stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, not to
Like
be. Not,
what?
I don't think.
Anything
I
right
don't
now
think
you
I'm going to say this knowing that you're going to fucking laugh for 5 minutes and then I'll continue.
Okay.
Or I'm like, I don't think
All right.
I could try harder.
You don't think you could try harder?
I don't think I could try harder in terms of like, I just think I want to try different things.
Something
Okay,
fresh.
all right.
Like, yeah, I can't sit here and be like, well, I gotta try to make more jokes. I want to try harder to say more funny things like that. That just,
But you can say, but no,
It seems
what I'm getting is,
unnatural.
but you told yourself, I'm going to try to win it next year by making other efforts. Because we had another loser come up to me, another Stitcher loser come up and say it stealed them.
oh, good Lord. these
It
idiots.
steals them.
I sell comics 5 times a week.
No, one of them said that they had been phoning it in recently,
Whoa.
and this had steeled them to start doing more and putting more input into it.
Wow.
Well, obviously that's Mike. Because that other little fucking moron.
So right there, so that was like that. That's
Well, he's afraid he's going to get replaced by that girl. That's why he's fucking. That
Q. I mean, anything from you? Anything you could say that you can maybe? Do you think? What is it? Guess?
I don't think it's guessed. I think that, look, best overall podcast is a tough fucking win when you're going against the likes of Joe Rogan.
Right.
That's tough, man.
Going on,
He has an audience probably 3 times the
Yeah,
size of
it's
ours.
like,
if not
oh,
more.
why is it 3 times larger though?
Well, he was a name before he started the podcast.
Yeah.
He went into the podcast with a following, where we've reverse engineered that.
Right.
I didn't even fucking speak in the first 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
That was
we've
a big mistake.
we've
coulda
lost
built
us
the
that
following.
We almost lost that very first award.
So we doing the reverse. We're building an audience as we go along. So it's hard to.
My wife goes, "Did you win that award the next morning?" It's like, "No, we lost it to some guy who has a TV show." And she looked at me and she goes, "You have a TV show?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I do." Oh god, because I don't consider myself. I don't consider myself a guy who has a TV show. I can't even believe that when it really was a window into my mind when she said, "Well, you have a TV show,"
Right.
and I was like, I really don't associate myself.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it really is weird.
Good.
But it's because you do a TV show for 6 to 8 weeks, and then the rest of the time you're just
Normal.
you just do normal shit. I had to do 2 interviews today, and the guy.
I'm surprised you made it here.
Yeah, I know, right? I fucking. Why do you think I got my inhaler with me?
You have an inhaler now?
Oh yeah.
What's going
Since
on?
when?
I don't know, like a month or so.
You have
Like
asthma?
more? I don't have. It's not asthma, but I guess it's asthma. I have trouble breathing. Like it happens a lot at night. Like I stop breathing at night.
So what is
a
it
lot.
called if you don't have
Unfortunately,
asthma?
I keep start breathing again.
It's just waiting there, but like don't make it to that inhaler.
Yeah.
Don't make it to that inhaler. God damn it!
It's not that I have trouble breathing. Like it's very shallow for some reason. Part of it is the
So what is in that inhaler?
blood, like the blood thing, you know.
What is in that inhaler?
This
Pure oxygen?
Yeah, I'm like off. No, it's what is it, Sunday Jeff? Do you know? Do you have asthma?
No.
It's called.
Why would you think that? Fucking
I've taken an
Ventolin.
inhaler when I had that cough last year. I did take
Yeah,
that. It's
see?
I forgot what they gave it to me to open up my capillaries in my lungs to help me breathe, so I wouldn't cough as much.
right?
They thought I had like a whooping cough because it was just
Whooping cough. I haven't heard of that since the fucking
Well,
60s.
The 60s is coming back because it's very common now.
the fucking 1860s?
The government put smallpox
get
on a blanket and give it to you?
I'm just saying. Look it up. Texas had the worst case ever this year. Last year, yep.
Did you visit Texas?
No, but I'm
last
just
year?
saying it's making its way around. It's very contagious.
Yes.
But that's not what I have. Fucking Mick still coughs. So I think he should get checked
Oh
out.
yeah, that dude's
He's
definitely
constantly
got a cough.
coughing, man.
Yeah,
Ming?
I'm worried about Ming. Yeah, has a cough for over a year.
Really?
Yeah.
He ain't got time to go to the doctor.
He did. He did go to the doctor, and I mean, I don't know.
When you stop breathing at night? When you sleep? I forgot there's
sometimes,
yeah, that's
sleep
I tried,
apnea.
yeah, sleep apnea. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's what Sal has. That he looks like a fucking Russian, like
Cosmonaut.
Yeah, it's crazy looking the thing he has.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Ming, he read the acceptance speech for
For what say you?
What Say You. I wish, could we get that, like, does Stitcher have that show up?
I don't know. I never made it. I missed the
Yeah,
flight.
I know
so
you missed the flight.
I'm sure they're really happy with me.
I tailored the script to Ming, though. I feel kind of bad because I wrote in it, like, I just wrote some thank yous, and then in the end I wrote that after he had already lost, and I didn't know that was going to go, I wrote I Sell Comics is the best podcast ever. And if it doesn't win tonight, I hope the whole city of San Francisco riots, and that I hope that there are many corpses, you all among them. And he had already lost. And then I wrote, and Frank would have liked, I Sell Comics. And then I had him scream, "Tell him, Steve Dave." And I just heard it in his voice that he sounded sad.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, you heard him. So you heard the
I
acceptance
listened
speech?
to his speech. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't
I
have
didn't
the
think he was
fire.
capable of him being sad. I didn't think even losing was going to wipe the smile off that fucker's face.
Well,
It
good.
did. It seemed to.
Now he knows what it feels like to lose,
Yeah.
like us, constantly.
Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
What
It
are you
did.
gonna do?
It did. Walter took away the best new podcast one for me. It did because I wanted it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, now it's a long road back. You know, I mean, now you know what fucking Manning felt like on Sunday, right? Sunday, Jeff?
I don't think Manning felt like that.
Oh, I know. What do you mean? You don't think it's just as
dare you.
bitter for us to lose as it is for
Worse even?
Manning?
I
Come
think it's
on,
probably a
man.
little
Manning
worse
has
for him.
won before. What have we ever won?
He won
Nothing.
once before too. Didn't he win last year?
Yeah, but best
Oh, okay.
overall. Best overall.
You know what?
And it's a long haul back to get back there again. Who
Well-
knows if we'll ever be nominated again?
You were nominated?
Yeah,
Okay, so you were up on the platform.
I know. You're always good for that, man.
Oh, fuck,
You're-
we have not. How can
If
we
you
have
were
lost?
You know what I'm
nominated,
saying? I'm giving you props here. You're always good for looking for the
The silver lining.
The silver
Just
lining.
The silver lining.
you were up there.
Does anybody really know your last name? Has that ever been revealed? Can we just call you Jeff Silver Lining?
Yeah, that's all right.
But I also had me wonder because I was close to it. When an athlete wins a sporting event and he cries,
Wins.
when he wins and he
Okay.
cries,
Right.
it's heartfelt.
Mm-hmm.
When he loses and he cries,
He's a puss.
it's not the same. It's not the same outlook by people, is it?
Well, no, tears
Why
of
is
joy
that, though?
and tears of sadness are two different things.
But why is it like people would look less upon an athlete for crying uncontrollably when he lost?
Because you're already locked into a loser thing. You're already a loser, and everybody's looking at you like a loser, and then you start crying, and you're like,
Stop crying. Get up and
crying.
fucking
But
do
But
it.
right, but let's say the other team wins, right?
Right.
And they're crying tears of joy. And you're like, oh, that feels so good. Look at that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the greatest things to ever see a man cry tears of joy.
Right.
But it's a horrible thing to see a man cry tears of.
We lost.
Well, lose with some dignity, you fucking puss.
What about? But really, so you take that stance too?
No, I don't. I'm just taking it. I'm just taking a side. I'm just picking a side. I don't really care if anybody wins or loses.
Because I was almost drawn to tears.
Were you?
Yeah, that Thursday night when we found out
You
we
did
lost.
text me. You were like, it stings more than I thought it.
Yeah, I didn't think I would care.
Yeah.
And I did wind up caring.
Because it wasn't for us. It was for the ants. I felt like the ants were let down.
I really did want to mention them in a speech, but, well, you fucking brought it on yourself, you jerks. You should have fucking voted more.
Rogan's a bigger anthill, that's all.
Yeah, Rogan, I mean, look, the guy puts out a quality show. And,
How many pods a week
I
does he
like
do?
his, what's that?
How many pods?
2 or 3 a week, probably.
I'll look it up.
We're hard pressed to do one, man. It's not. There's no way on earth we could do 2, and then I think the quality would slip.
Yeah, I agree. I just like Rogan's philosophy too.
What's his philosophy?
He's like no bullshit. Like kind of tells.
He's a man's man. He looks like a man's man. That dude is thick, man.
He's a man's man, but like
I'm talking in good way. He's thick.
Yeah, me
like
too.
his neck is so fucking. He don't need an inhaler. That's for sure.
No way. He's amazing. He's not like me.
I saw him on some sort of Bigfoot show. Like he was looking for Bigfoot. He was like it was like some sort of like reality thing where like you have to find Bigfoot, or was it Dean Cain? I can't remember who it was now.
Well, you saw,
it was one of those
you
guys.
saw Dean. He was here. Was his neck thicker than mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a short bet. Anybody walk through the door might have. Well, I don't know.
Get out of here. I got
you do have a thick, but it's, it's covered up by that beard. I haven't seen it in years. Yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, all right.
It's all right. It's man. It's the manliest part of your body. Most masculine
my thick
feature
neck.
is your neck.
It's covered up by long hair and a beard.
Ponytail in the front and a beard, and a ponytail and a beard covering up your most manly, your most masculine feature.
Damn.
But yeah, I saw him on one of these shows looking for. I think it was Bigfoot, and he's definitely like buff, and he's into weightlifting and shit.
Kickboxing,
Right? Yeah, he's a dude. He's a dude's dude.
He is. He's also I don't know how he can do it, but he stands by and watches people like with that fear factor shit, like eat all that gross stuff. Like
He gets
kangaroo
paid
balls.
for it. That's how you can do it.
I mean, you can't even fucking eat like French fries with certain
Right,
spices.
but I could watch somebody eat spiders though if I was getting paid to do it.
Could you?
Yeah.
It would like some of that shit would make me gag. Some of this stuff, like I literally can't watch it. I can watch people get killed, like kill themselves. But like
This is why your beard and your ponytail are covering up your most.
I guess big fat neck.
He's always gagging and shit.
I know. Try even over. I didn't know if I didn't know if you were going to come today. I thought you would have been too upset by the death of Philip Seymour Hoffman in Pirate Radio.
You can't. I mean, you tried this last week, my friends. And even fucking Declan, when I got home that night, texted me and was like, I don't know what he was talking about. He was like, I knew it was good. You were just so off base, and now you're going to try it.
You're manly? What's he talking about? A fat neck bastard.
People get vicious when a celebrity dies, huh?
They either get vicious or they get overly sentimental.
Right.
The internet has revealed, like, I never realized how fucking vicious people were until you read the comment sections of the most fucking benign topics.
Right.
One thing, someone will always bring politics into it. It's like, it'll have nothing to do. It'll be like, do some fucking lady, won a fucking award for her fucking lemon meringue pie. Mm-hmm. And they'll bring in the Republicans into it. It's fucking or Fox News or some retarded bullshit. But the anger, especially, and a lot of it is from fucking women, like, about like any sort of like feminist or female topic. You read the comment sections and they are so fucking angry.
Yeah.
You don't like hair? Stay the fuck away from my vagina. It's just like, all right, like you can't even say like what you find attractive anymore. Like some women find like beards not attractive on men. They like guys clean, shaven. That it would never occur to me to be offended by that.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, this is what I've learned.
I'll grow hair wherever the fuck I want. It's like,
yeah.
well, go ahead. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that hairy armpits look good because they don't.
They don't. They look disgusting.
They don't. They look gross. Hairy legs look gross.
Yeah. I've just learned too because we have, I've seen abuse directed towards me, towards people I care about online, and like
to who? To you? What kind of abuse have you received?
There have
About
been.
what?
Just like people, like now we're at this stage where it's
Go to
like,
IMDb. Somebody will
That's
say
like
this.
kicking a puppy.
I'll look something up
You're
right
like
now.
the most likable, cutest.
You fucking crazy.
Hey, let him talk.
How
Let him
the
talk.
fuck is he? How the fuck is they find the hatred to find the time and the hatred
Right.
to compile some slagging off of you?
I'll tell you what. Like we did this party at Sal's bar, and I went to it. It was to raise money. It was a charity thing, and I went to it. Hung out for I was there for 3 hours. Hung out for 3 hours. Left. Went out for drinks with my friend Pete. That was my entire night. Online the next day, it was like
Sal comes off.
it was.
Sal gay. There's multiple topics.
Yeah.
Sal gay.
Sure, it's on there. It's like people were like, I was rude to someone at the party. I was hitting on someone at the party. Somebody said I went to the bathroom with this girl. I didn't do any of that stuff. None of it. But people just like, to me, it's just like they're just such angry little fucking weirdos that I'm just like, you just ignore them.
The anger is insane.
You just ignore them. I'm just like, what do you have to say? Like that's okay. So this is your life. You're gonna attack someone that you don't know online. It's just like.
Well, you know
Go
what
for
the
it.
internet
Just go
is.
for it.
I mean, the internet is it's given the power and the voice to people who can't have that power or voice in the real world.
Right.
So, I mean, in one way, that is liberating and is a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then in another way, it's not. So it's what
Some
are you gonna
people
do,
shouldn't
man?
be heard, Walt. I'm sorry to say it, but it's just like some people just shouldn't be heard because they're fucking dumb
I
and
agree.
they're bitter and they're stupid and they're just fucking small-minded and they shouldn't be heard. I'm sorry. We live in America. They have a right to be heard. Doesn't mean they should be heard. I'm not saying I should be heard. Anybody listening to this could shut this the fuck off and be like, I don't listen to this clown, and that's their right, and go ahead and do it. But it's just like
You don't sound cute anymore now. Nice. Yeah.
What happened to
You're
the teddy
getting
bear?
angry.
The teddy bear's gone.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
happened to
care.
the teddy bear?
I don't care.
And this is the kind of like the amount of shit you read about yourself where like, and I mean, like you say, you forget half the time that you're on a TV show. You forget that you have a
Yeah.
TV show. So it doesn't really occur to you, but like,
Are people talking bad about me? Because I don't look.
no, this
I
is
don't
my-
even bother.
My uncle hates the show because he says the guys are making money and becoming famous just by making asses of themselves on national TV. He said when the show first started, none of them had girlfriends or wives, and now they are getting famous women.
Is this in Practical Jokers or a comic book man?
Practical Jokers.
Oh, okay.
Now they are getting famous women, but I still love to watch them. If there were women doing that instead, I'd bet he'd be watching.
Got a famous woman?
I don't even.
I also think that a lot of
I
people
can't
that
even think
post are fucking like 12 to 15
Yeah.
years old. They sound fucking retarded.
A famous woman. That sounds exciting.
All of you are now dating
I
famous
mean, Joe's
women.
married, and he was with her when the show started,
And Sal is gay, it appears.
Does a lot of people think that?
a lot of people think that. We get that a lot.
Sal does come off as a little gay on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
And
gay,
in life. Yeah.
Speaking of gay, you asked if we have gay listeners.
Oh, they came out, didn't they?
And I received so much outpouring of people love from the
Yeah.
gay community. I was like, why were we not nominated for the alternative pod?
That's what we should go for next year.
Right? I mean, I cannot tell you how many people came out and said,
Yeah.
you've got to play I Ain't Got Small Hands. Because we know that you're about the gay community. And we know you don't have a hateful bone in your body. I got so many people saying, I give you permission as a gay man or woman to do that pod. I mean, to do that game.
Right.
It's incredible.
He's trying to get me a hickey right there.
Where is that? Key West?
No, that was a restaurant.
Have you ever seen a
I think it was
picture
right
of
before
him
I
without his
retired.
beard?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew him when he didn't have his beard? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to come to the other store.
I did see a lot of activity online of people
see
being
that?
like, I'm
It was
seeing
it was
Instagram.
very, you know what? It was a lot of that came through, and it kind of got me through the disappointment of losing the Stitcher.
Right.
Was how beloved we are in the gay community. I'm not kidding. It was crazy overwhelming. I got emails. I saw it online. It was like people were like, yes, indeed, Q. Tell Q, yes, indeed, we do. You do have gay listeners, and we want you to play the game. We want you to because we know you guys will do it with respect and with everything is involved is all said in humor, and there's not a malicious bone in your bodies.
Or the lies of an
Unless we're talking about people slagging you on the internet.
Yeah. We're the Liza Minnellis of the podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was nice.
That is cool. Yeah, I did see that a lot on Twitter, which I appreciate. You know what I
fucking supportive of the gay people.
Well, it's like what I like about it. This is what I liked about it is because we were unaware of the amount of gay listeners we had.
Yeah.
And the reason we're unaware about it is because we're basically a non-political show where there's no reason for them to plant flags and be like, hey, we never said anything offensive because they listen.
Early on, I learned don't talk politics.
Sure.
I learned big time.
You learned
quick.
the hard way.
Yeah, I learned quick.
But even the gay jokes we do, and they could tell, like they said, you're not being offensive. You're not. There's not a hateful bone in your body.
We do a lot of gay jokes, though.
What's that?
Well, we do a lot of gay jokes, so you would be a lot of innuendo.
Sure.
I think we do it more like in a Three's Company way, though.
Right.
But a little bit.
Like you're Mr. Furley constantly being like, whoa.
We do a lot.
Yeah.
But, I also think that, like, I've always said, like, I really thought of this when Curtis, the listener that we did the pod for, he told us that he said that what he loved about the show was that we have a love for each other and an affection. I think that comes through the gay community, too.
Yeah.
They see, like, okay, we may not have had penetration.
Right.
But we do love each other now.
Right. Sunday Jeff, are you willing?
Very similar things. Penetration and just love for each other.
Because penetration doesn't mean love.
No.
Right?
Well, it's a few pumps. It means nothing.
It's meaningless.
The majority of the people I've had sex with in my life, I barely even like, let alone love. So it's like you can't write that up. Some I've outright hated. They just look good. So what are you gonna do? That's
the road maybe to claiming a Stitcher Award next year.
We should turn ourselves into. We should contact GLAAD and see if they want to sponsor our show.
Yeah, we could get some kind of GLAAD award, right?
They'd be horrified if they listened. No, I think.
Are you guys crazy? Small hands.
And I won't get into the small. We're not playing that today, Sunday, Jeff. Don't worry about it. I know you got a little. I can see
him looking at his watch.
Yeah, I saw a deep swallow when you heard the game may have been a. I'm not.
Wait, swallow? What do you mean? What? Sunday Jeff.
Go ahead.
All right.
But now you know what, Q?
Yes,
we
sir.
almost didn't play the game because you didn't give me enough time to get some contestants. Because I was I was unaware you were coming tonight, so we were recording, so I didn't tell Sunday Jeff.
Right.
So I had two things here. I had another version of Heard Around the Walter Cooler, which I got some great fucking topics, though. So we
Yeah.
can save that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Save
was a
it,
hit.
or do it, or do both. What do you want to do? Because we could play, you got to be Quinn it to win it, or we could do the water cooler.
Well, the question is, does Quinn it to win it benefit from more guests?
I don't know.
Fuck it. I mean, you know.
What do you want to do? Are we doing two shows tonight, or anyway?
I didn't think so. We can.
No, because we always should, I think, if we can. If
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't
time,
think
Q.
tonight
You
I
have
don't
time?
really
All
have
right.
time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But and I'm in next week. I'm here next week.
All right. Maybe we can get them, and could you come back next week?
Don't say that.
No, to play Quinn it to win it.
Probably.
Can you come back next week?
Yeah.
Please come back, Jeff.
Again, they'll fall into that trap. Always bring the same guest back.
I know.
Oh, well.
If we just promised.
I'll wear a fucking wig.
If we could get, like, I don't know, like the star of
Should we work on getting a star for next week? Do you want me to try to work on getting a celebrity
Do you
for
want
next
to
week?
play Quinn it to win it?
You want me to see if Sal can come next week?
Well, a bigger star. Than that. Fucking-
He won the Stitcher Award for best.
I don't.
podcast.
Yeah, if
he
we can
did.
get a celebrity, that'd be great to play Quinn it to win it with Sunday Jeff and
Right. All
and
right.
Bry and get him.
Now that has to be big to sell because for the longest time he didn't understand podcasts.
He still doesn't
why
fucking
would
know.
people want to listen to other people talk? I don't understand.
He still says it.
And he just won a huge award, best over Jeff Garland.
Yeah, BJF. I will tell you this: he's enjoying it. He's loving it. Like he's
Yeah.
having a good time with it. He was a little upset when Paul Walker died, and and that derailed the episode for a bit. But aside from that, he's really taken to it. He's really taken to it, which is good. It's nice to see him stretch. I don't even know why I'm saying this. It's just nice to see him stretch outside Impractical Jokers because I know how multi-talented he is. So it's good. It's nice to see him
Wait a minute.
get recognized.
I think we got to play a Q
Okay.
because we asked people to play to Twitter in, so we can play it then.
Just do it next week. But we'll get him though, and a celebrity guest. That just sounds like a better way to do it.
Fuck, you know we're not going to get a celebrity guest.
We'll get
You never
him.
know. With attitudes like that, that's why you didn't fucking win.
Okay.
Joe
All
Rogan never says we won't get celebrity guests.
Wow.
Joe
Yeah.
Rogan just gets celebrity guests.
Were you up against him or no?
Joe Rogan has a Stitcher Award.
He does.
So do we.
But to be fair, he is a producer. We don't. He has a booker.
We
don't.
had a producer.
Where's our producer?
Kicked her to the curb.
Yeah.
Results. We're results oriented, though.
Yeah. We have a new producer.
We do.
I mean, of sorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's working her way into that role.
I'm pretty impressed with her so far, but I'm incredibly biased. So there you go.
I think it's unlikely we'll get a celebrity guest, but we'll wait then.
Can
We'll
you come
wait
back
till-
Sunday, Jeff? It's no sweat.
I always come back.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so we'll
Yeah,
do
we'll do
a
it.
I
round
don't
of
know why,
Walter
but I always
Cooler.
come
do
back.
Heard Around the Wall. Okay, Sonny,
Never
you-
played this one either,
Never
so
played this one.
You're going to like it.
You're gonna like this one. This is I've scoured. But the premise is like if you have a water cooler where your real job?
no more. Used to, but go ahead.
What do you mean no more? They
don't
got
have
rid of
one.
it?
No, it's everything.
Why was there too much gossiping going on?
No, we don't have. It's not by where I am. They have water bottles. They just give out water bottles now.
How come too much fraternizing around the water cooler?
What's the reason
No, it's
they got rid of
it's
the
not
water
for me.
cooler?
It's for customers. It's we don't have water cooler.
All right. So have you ever heard the phrase "hanging out by the"? It's water cooler material.
Yes.
Okay. So what I do is I bring these 3 topics, and you guys decide amongst yourselves which topic is the most meatiest, and then the listeners after they listen, they can go to work the next day, and with our input, they could sound smarter, they could sound more informed, and they can impress coworkers and maybe even higher ups
Getting a raise.
with our knowledge
Well, they
and
get fired.
with our conversation. Well, it's up to them to pick. I'm not saying you go verbatim what we say, but pick the smart stuff and leave the stupid stuff to on the podcast.
Yeah, we can't walk your hands through everything, right?
Hey, Sunday Jeff, how do you feel about Precious, big fat Precious, the black girl?
Okay.
You know who
He
she
doesn't
is?
know.
No, I never saw the movie, but I know.
You know who she
I know
is,
who it
right?
is, yes.
Big fat black lady.
I made a Precious joke today. That's so funny. They brought it up.
Really?
Yeah.
She used the word tranny over and over again on Arsenio Hall and was called to the carpet for it. What's your feeling? Should Precious be able to say tranny without getting a bunch of shit?
What were
about
they
it?
talking about though? Was it
Were they
just
talking about trannies?
They're talking about transvestites, and I guess it was these 2 transvestites outside her building, and they were having a fight and pulling their weaves and their extensions, and she was joking around saying, "You got to stop this tranny on tranny violence," and so many trannies got upset.
Is that
short for transvestite? So
is it
transvestite's a
slur?
good word. So
Tranny a slur?
I guess so.
Now it's become a slur.
Yes, tranny is off the table. If you don't want to.
I'm going to put it to the audience again. Can someone out there? Do we have a tranny listener? And can someone explain to me why that's?
I question though. People will say they have a tranny listener, but I wonder if we really do though. I think they're like unicorns.
I think Ming might be one.
At least in my experience, I've never seen one.
Not that you know.
they get a guest.
The tall man. We'll get Angus Scrimmage.
I've only seen him on TV and movies though.
Just like unicorns.
Yeah.
And what's with fucking Ming and this fucking girl in this new show? I don't like it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've heard that you don't like it. I don't know why.
I don't like it. Well, one, it's fucking boring.
He's got another podcast. Pod police over here.
That's right.
He's deeming what's worthy and what's not worthy for Smod. All of a
Just
sudden.
like Q, just like you said earlier, some people don't need to be heard.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about.
Look, the girl seems sweet. She's nice enough girl.
Where is she based out?
Well, you just said it was boring. Though.
It is boring. This Ming Chen brings her on as if she won the fucking Stitcher Award for Best Overall Podcast or something. They go on and they drink.
What?
They drink on air, Q.
Drinking and potting, huh?
We've done it. Saki to Ming.
Yeah.
That's a
special
game,
occasions.
though. That was a game.
And the store was closed. This is operating hours.
Where does this?
There's
girl
no
live?
liquor
Still
license.
drove home afterwards.
What?
Where does this girl live?
Somewhere around here. Oh no, actually, she lives kind of far. She lives in Sayreville.
BYOP. Bring your own beer and pod.
Bring your own Ming.
I wish we had thought to pull clips of him of their show so we could assess properly. Because right now I haven't listened to it, so all I have to go on is my knowledge of Ming's podcasting skills.
And your knowledge of fucking my accuracy and calling what's boring and what's not.
Right, that's all I have to go on. So I will say, Ming's.
That was really,
He's
really
on
weird.
fire,
though.
though.
It was really,
Formidable.
really weird, though. Like, 2 people commented to me, like, Brian is really upset with this. And I was like, I felt it. I said, he texted me, and I was like, I could feel the venom in his text about it. I'm like, why all of a sudden is he defending Smod's fucking good name because he thinks that this pod is boring that he's doing?
Because I think that it's it's
really
I think
weird.
it's a slow exit for Mike. I think he's trying to oust Mike.
Oh, that would be
That's why I don't like it.
Hey,
You listen to the difference. Listen to back-to-back episodes of the one that he does with Mike and then the one that he does with this girl, where he claims everybody's in love with her. How can you not love her? Oh, I'm in love with her.
well, I mean, it's.
I hope Debbie Chen comes down and smashes the back of his fucking skull with a rolling pin.
Why though? Why should she? What has he done that is out of line?
Flirtatious. He's too flirtatious.
Is he
I don't like
flirtatious?
it. I would say so. I don't like it.
And you've not flirted on
With
this pod?
whom?
With people, with girls.
Well, fuck it's Sunday, Jeff. That's the only guest we've ever
Come on,
had.
in the history-
He's not married.
There was some Ireland couple that came in, and you were like, "Oh, baby, what's up?"
Her
And
boyfriend was right there.
you did that shtick. Though. You flirted.
I was like, oh, hello, baby.
You've done it. I know. I can't. Of course, I can't name episodes, but I'm sure you'll have listeners come on.
He's a married man with children. It's a disgrace.
All of a sudden, now you have
Morals?
ethics and morals over here. People shitting in bags.
And,
People shitting in bags, and he's gonna tell me you can't talk to a girl on a pod.
and I guess it's a good time to bring up now, too. We will no longer sign off with Tom Steve. Dude, I want it to be the Lord's Prayer.
wow.
I just don't want Ming to have another fucking podcast.
Why?
It's driving me crazy.
I mean, Rogan has shown that you need to do more than one.
Right?
Ming sees the writings on the wall, man. He's got to do more if he wants to get to that upper echelon.
I guess so.
Wants that Stitcher.
Podcast.
I guess I shouldn't begrudge him. You know what? There are people that out there that do like beer and what else did they talk about? I don't know. Beer and something else. Grammys did they talk about? Oh yeah, I guess she's friends with a girl who was at the Grammys. Yeah, see, they got famous guests.
No, they didn't have famous guests. They had somebody who watched the Grammys.
What's the basis of the show, though?
No, she was nominated like a couple years before that. That girl, that friend. I'll tell you. Well, I'll look it up right now.
I think she went to the Grammys once.
Just went and watched it or
No,
saw it on TV.
I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you right now. You too.
So Ming knows somebody who was nominated for a Grammy?
I guess so. Hold on.
So?
That's big, if that's true.
That's huge. I'm telling you. See, you should be mad, just like me.
That's impressive.
You know Monster Magnet?
He wasn't nominated for a Grammy, I don't think.
Yeah, I know. And he
He
never
should
comes
have been.
around.
If I was in charge, he would have been. He would have won. He would have won multiple Grammys. I think he's that talented.
Plus,
But the world doesn't always see the most. The world. I mean, it's history has shown the most talented always doesn't win.
a new segment called "Misguided Sex Advice."
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not as salacious as you would think. Don't even bother.
But
following up.
who says it? Who gives the advice?
I think Ming and his companion take questions about sex advice.
She definitely, though, she made it in no uncertain terms, like, because I guess somebody had been complaining. Somebody wrote in or somebody tweeted in about Ming trying to get some trim off this girl. some tail, that was a word. And she's like, Ming's not getting any tail. And Ming's like, yeah, I'm not getting any tail. He had no choice but to agree.
Well, Brian, you're not going to admit on a podcast that you are you, though? I mean, that's like, what do you expect them to say, though?
So
that's a stupid
So you're saying he's getting
question.
tail?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that's the stupidest, but that's a stupid question that, like, what, that's like asking, like,
Why bring it up
grandma
then?
asks, like, how does my new hairdo look? Of course you're going to say,
Yeah.
it looks good, grandma.
I will say this. It's clear to anybody that knows him personally that Ming loves his wife very much. That's not, there's no shenanigans afoot. What are you playing?
Me and Sunday Jeff are rocking out. This is a girl. This is Samantha Aurelio. She's going on tour, for God's sakes.
Oh, fuck, really?
She's playing Room 5.
I think he's on tour.
She's
Con
playing
tour.
The Saint.
Yeah, he's
on tour. What?
He's on a con tour, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing all these cons. He's basically on tour.
Yeah, that's true. He's a road manager.
How much longer till Comic Book Man starts up again? It's like a couple of weeks, right?
A couple weeks. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, it's this.
it should be this week.
Sunday.
It's this Sunday.
It's this Sunday.
Oh, why the fuck didn't we
The
lead with
motherfucker
that?
has his own show. He doesn't know.
Why don't we leave on it?
Lead on it. Lead with it. So it starts this Sunday. Oh, that's very exciting.
It's because if you're listening to this, I got to imagine you know this already.
Well, I'm on this, and I didn't know it started this Sunday.
But
So
Neither did Walt.
Yeah, but you have your own show to worry about.
yeah,
You
I
know,
got my own problems. More money, more problems. Walt.
What are we doing here? Come on, man.
What's the matter, buddy?
I don't know. I'm out of sorts.
Come on, man. What are you out of sorts about?
Precious is getting yelled at for calling people trannies.
I think you forget, like, it's not good for Tell 'em Steve Dave to be the winners all the time. I think we need a certain scrappy underdog status.
Why?
Because that's where we
Why do we
belong.
need it?
That's
What
where
is
we
it? What
belong.
does it help with?
Because, dude, it's the anthill philosophy, man. Like it's just it's
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, not even Charlie Brown, but like,
I'm tired of being Charlie Brown, man.
are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just
all right.
fucking
Well, then
kick
just
that-
shift your
kick that
perspective.
football for once.
Shift your perspective. Say, hey, we won 2012. We were nominated for the Better Award this year. We didn't win, but we were nominated. You have a television show. Like, you don't have to look at yourself as the underdog. I'm just trying to put a good spin on it.
all
Like,
right.
you're not an underdog if you really want to look at it a certain way.
Oh, here's good for fucking Jerry Seinfeld.
Uh-oh.
Here you go. You know Jerry Seinfeld? You know who he is? You hear him?
Yeah.
Sunday Jeff?
I was listening to him today on the Stern Show.
Apparently, the bar for racial sensitivity has now been lowered so much that one can be branded with a scarlet R for insisting that racial and gender identity issues should be irrelevant in certain circumstances. Basically, somebody, Gawker Kyle Chaika, who objected to comedic legend Jerry Seinfeld's response to a question. The performer was asked about his web series, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, primarily featuring young white men. Really pisses me off, Seinfeld said of the logic behind that question. People think that it's the census or something, he observed, of comedy in general. It's got to represent the actual pie chart of America. Who cares? Funniest world I live in, he concluded. You're funny, I'm interested. You're not funny, I'm not interested. And I have no interest in gender or race or anything like that. So Jerry Seinfeld, unapologetic about most of the comedians in a show that, like, I don't know, I didn't think that was funny to begin with, featuring only white guys. Sunday Jeff, should Precious be on this show? Can she fit into a car with Jerry Seinfeld?
What's with you and Precious today?
Might as well try it.
Give it a shot, you say?
Give it a shot.
All right, I'll email that and tell him you said that. Good for fucking Jerry Seinfeld.
Well, I mean, when you make as much as Jerry Seinfeld, that's all. He's got a lot of fuck you money.
You also had Sarah Silverman on the show.
Yeah, she's Jewish and female.
And funny. All right.
Eating healthy, Q.
Yeah, right now.
It's very important. I mean, it's probably one of the most important things you can do is start to change your diet, and because we're not getting any younger.
Right.
And this is the only body we have.
Wait, what? So I should put down all this junk food I'm eating right now?
Put that shit down, Q.
But it's what?
You wanna-
But it's delicious. There's no delicious, healthy options out there, guys. If there's were, I'd be eating them. I'd be eating them instead.
You're wrong, Q.
What?
You are wrong, my friend. There's a new company called Nature Box. That's right.
Wait,
Look at
Nature
this
Box.
stupid look on his face. He's never heard of Nature Box before. What a jerk off.
Why do you guys look so healthy and glowing, and I look so shitty? What's going on?
You look pale, right?
What do you know that I don't know?
I've been eating your share of the Nature Box free samples they've sent us for doing this ad.
And I've been eating the share of 5 other people's Nature Boxes, which is why I'm still
is
so
why you still
goddamn
don't look
fat.
that good.
Yeah. My neck is still thick.
Let me give you a couple bullet points about Nature Box, Q.
I mean, I'm all ears, Walter.
Curbing your appetite doesn't get any easier just because you went on a diet, Q. When's the last time you went on a diet?
Fuck. I mean, what answer do you want?
I mean, really, the real answer.
I mean, I probably, I slip in and out a couple times a year when I get a little too
So
chubby.
you will try a couple times a year.
Oh, yeah. I have to.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I hate to interrupt the commercial for Declan. The guy fucking, he drives me out the wall, man.
He just loves it. Declan,
Right.
Declan just wants to tell him Steve Dave as fast as he can get it because he
We're not
fucking
even done
loves
recording. He's like, "Can you please?"
He just wrote, "Can you please upload it tonight?"
Yeah. I'm, like,
I'm dying to hear it.
It's like 2 in the morning in Ireland.
Do you know how fucking long it takes me to get home to fucking load it onto the computer and then upload it? It takes like an hour because the files are so huge.
I mean, Declan works for us for free, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
No, he doesn't.
Give him the one perk he gets out of this. Listen to it first.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta. Declan wants me to upload this thing so he can edit for us and Soundmaster us and put it up.
Fuck it, I'll give him my nature box in place of it.
But anyway, dieting is huge, right? So, Jeff, you know how much money is spent on Americans dieting a year? It's astronomical.
Sure it is.
Well, guess what, bitch?
He's talking to you.
Nature Box is the new way to eat healthy when you're on your diet. When the 3 a.m. hunger pains come and you really get cranky and lightheaded,
At 3 a.m.?
at
What,
3
are you a
a.m.,
fucking insomniac? What the fuck?
Nah, for him it might be 3 a.m.
don't hit the vending machine and pack on the pounds.
What are you, a homeless person? Like living in a fucking crack hotel or something? It's 3 o'clock. You're hitting vending machines. Like, what? Do you live in a fucking motel?
I'm just reading. I
dumpster or
think
something?
Nature Box is a little bit more urban than Tell 'em Steve Davis.
Oh,
okay?
okay.
I think Nature Box appeals to a more urban crowd than the.
Yo, give me some of that granola, motherfucker.
I don't think Nature Box.
I'm definitely sure this isn't what Nature Box wants.
I don't think Nature Box is playing to the white pussified fucking urbanites, suburbanites.
What are you talking about? It says vegan on the bag.
Of course they are. Who are they
exactly
playing
who
to?
they're
No,
going
they're playing to the New York City crowd, the San Francisco crowd, the crowd that can go out and see a vending machine left, right, and center when they walk out their front door. All right?
Why? Where do they live?
In the city.
Oh.
We're
Not suburbia.
City
like
never
us.
sleeps.
Yeah, suburbanites are probably
Like I walk
not the
out-
target audience.
I
because
walk out my
You
front
got to
door.
be a little. You got to be a little bit of a douchebag. I think to fucking get
to
this
eat this
shit.
stuff.
Take 2 more free samples, please.
I have a heart attack.
I mean, we've abused our advertisers in a lot of ways. But this takes the cake. You have to be a douchebag.
You know the mindset.
Right.
Well, you're not talking about all these guys are really fit and trim.
Yeah.
You know what they are a little bit. A little bit.
You know
Not
what I love
not a
about us?
lot.
I love that we're going to play this commercial as is. Any smart people would just stop it and restart it. We're just going to go ahead.
All right, take
we're gonna,
2.
We're going to try and recover.
Let's take
from
2.
that.
Let's take 2.
Yeah.
Curbing your appetite doesn't get any easier just because you went on a diet Sunday, Jeff. When the 3 a.m. hunger pangs hit, you can tough it out, get cranky and lightheaded, or you can hit the vending machine and pack on the pounds.
You fat fuck.
Is there a vending machine at work?
Yes.
Or in your bedroom.
Fucking out of order.
We already went over this. So
Okay,
take
all right,
one.
all right. Let's take 2. Okay,
Um,
okay, sorry.
But now there's a third option. Snack smarter in 2014 with Nature Box. Sign up to Nature Box for great tasting healthy snacks sent right to your front door.
I got to tell you, I did actually accidentally eat some of the packaging. No. I ate some of the. Where'd the fucking box go?
It's over here. Brother.
They're just snacking at it
Those honey Dijon pretzels. They were actually really good. Do you like honey Dijon pretzels?
Yeah, fucking who doesn't? Who doesn't?
In all honesty, I'm not even trying to bounce back
I
from
mean, I haven't had
what we
it
said.
before, but
But
I'll tell you what,
they're pretty good.
I'm kind of interested in the black and white granola.
Let's pop it. Let's rip it open on mic, and you try it right now.
right, but
Let's do a little testimonial.
But I'm going to give an honest read. Like,
Don't. We don't have enough room to recover for.
I'm not going to push something that I think's fucking.
All right. You know what?
BBQ flavor
That's
nut mix,
BQ
you
for
like
you.
that?
Yeah.
You won't sell your soul.
Sweet and salty.
Not for the amount of money I'm getting from the cut of this commercial. No. All right.
They say they're not talking about rabbit food, don't they, Jeff?
Okay.
You ever had a rabbit as a child, or as an adult?
I've had a pet.
Look at me, I had to think about it. That's a fun.
My wife had a rabbit.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of food did you feed it?
I don't know. Alfalfa. I don't know what the hell it was.
Harvest box or nature box or whatever it is.
Salt wheel. I don't know what the hell that thing used to eat.
Salt.
So what happened?
Hey, the salt we
Is it
on
good?
As God is my witness, this is fucking delicious. This is really good.
From the atheist.
Right. As,
From the announcement.
as money is my witness.
Okay, there you go.
In God we trust.
Yeah, this is really good. I would eat this if this was in my house all the time. I would
Okay.
eat this all the time. This is really good.
All right. So, Jeff, think French toast granola, salted caramel pretzel pops, dark cocoa almonds, and more designed to leave you full and healthy. Check it out now at naturebox.com. You'll find 0 trans fats, 0 high fructose corn syrup, and nothing artificial. NatureBox ships for free, just like nature does. What does that mean? Nature doesn't ship for free.
What the? I don't know what that
Sure, it
means.
does.
What does that mean?
Like
Nature
an
ships.
apple just falls from the tree right into your hand.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's-
what fucking orchard are you hanging out in? I gotta pay for my apples.
Yeah, and I got to jump over a fucking
That's not
fence
nature. That's not nature.
and take a chance that I get shot with a buckshot as the farmer as I try to steal an apple.
You can grow an apple tree in the yard. You don't have to go through all that. Listen to me, apples are fucking overrated anyway because this shit is good. This is my jam.
Walt's paralyzed from the waist down from trying to steal apples.
An apple.
One was one apple.
All right. Speaking of stealing fruit, have you guys ever heard? I mean, this one has always stuck with me. You told me this many years ago, and I never, ever, did not ever heed that warning you told me about farmers who grow diarrhea corn.
Oh, the
First-
shit
yeah.
corn.
The first 10 rows of when you see a corn stalks.
Right.
Yeah.
First 10 rows, eat it, diarrhea. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, no.
Why, you tried it?
No, I always heeded those words, man. Those were the wisest, most important words you ever said to me in our 40-year relationship.
Oh my god. Poor bastard.
You don't eat fucking corn anyway, so the 100 rows could be fucking diarrhea corn.
Do you think NatureBox does that? Like the first 10 rows of fucking whatever they're growing?
First 3 bags they give you?
Gives you diarrhea.
Guys, these are really good. I would order these.
Yeah.
Q, if you order right now,
Yeah.
you get 50% off by going to naturebox.com/TESD. That's naturebox.com/TESD. Stop the vending machine madness. You know,
gonna do it.
vending machines kill a lot of people each year. They fall on top of people.
Really?
Yeah. There's a
NatureBox has not killed one person.
That's right. I don't think NatureBox can. I can say God is my witness.
Go ahead.
NatureBox has never had a death on their hands like a vending machine.
No fatalities whatsoever.
What about you, Sonny Jeff? Has a vending machine ever fallen on top of anybody at your work?
It's really good.
No.
They say that's a common occurrence. That kills a lot of people per year.
Wow.
Get a handle on your health and hunger. Go to naturebox.com/TESD and start turning your life around. It's still January.
It's fucking really good.
It's
actually-
really good,
actually
right? It's really
good, yeah.
delicious.
I'm sorry. Sorry, NatureBox,
For what?
for saying all that mean stuff about
I
them earlier.
don't think we said anything mean.
I mean,
Calling
it's
them names.
It's fucking really good.
Yeah.
Like I could sit and eat this.
NatureBox, can we have more?
Well, that's what I mean. Hey, man. I mean, not only is it cheap and healthy, but you're supporting the program. You're supporting Tell 'em Steve Dave by going and at least trying it.
And we need all the support we can get in these trying times.
You know, I mean,
Our spirits are at an all-time low after that Stitcher
I will
loss.
say this. Anybody out there listening, if you order the black and white granola, you have my personal guarantee that you're going.
and
you're
what
going-
happens if they don't like it? What will you do with that
Well,
you
I'll apologize.
Sorry,
I'll-
I didn't-
I'll-
sorry I didn't like
you
it.
won't pick up the cost of what they paid for it.
no, but I'll call them up and apologize.
Picking up the cost would probably be a lot more easy. Would be a lot more people would be in the incentive to ordering.
How much
it
do
would
these
be.
cost? Look up the black and white granola.
Well, I think you got to order the whole box. You got to order more than just
How much
one
is the
thing.
box?
I don't know how much
But
the
you
whole
get
box
50%
is.
off it?
Yeah.
Well,
But these are some of the other things you may not like. Just like that, you got Santa Fe corn sticks,
Okay.
Sorakaha cashews,
Very
Oh,
clear.
thank you!
South Pacific plantain chips, chili lime pistachios.
Why, you know how we like them plantain chips, the Master Flanagan?
Did I say plantain?
Ain't nothing like a plantation chip after a hard day of work. Working for old Master Flanagan out in the comic fields. Harvesting Silver Age.
Salted caramel pretzel pops. Everything bagel sticks. I like this right here. I love baked potatoes. Baked sweet. Oh, I don't like sweet potatoes though. Baked sweet potato fries.
Don't worry, Mr. Flanagan, ma'am. You'll prepare 'em just like you love. Sweet or not.
Barbecue kettle kernels. Chipotle.
Holy. What a white motherfucker. He's the whitest motherfucker ever.
I don't eat this foreign food.
Chipotle.
Maple almonds and sweet blueberry almonds.
Holy shit!
Just like Aunt B used to make.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
So get that stuff, man. Give it a shot.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Get healthy.
Oh, they send you some recipes in the box.
Yeah, I mean this is a good program, man. This is one of those programs that we can really push and help people with. Not like some of the other things we push,
Yeah,
like
we
that
we
sex
push some
stuff.
real shit sometimes, but not.
That sex stuff.
This I can get behind. This is healthy. This is going to make you live longer. Live longer. Listen to more. Tell them Steve Dave.
Yeah.
That should be your motto. Live longer. Listen to more TSD.
But if you live even one more week off of Nature Box, that's one more episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave that you get to hear.
And that's worth
Isn't that worth living for?
and that's that you can't put a price on that.
Well, you cannot. But you can
Only
get 50% off that price.
Nature Box.
People are like, all right, enough.
.com/TSD. That's naturebox.com/TESD.
Oh, wait a second. I got something. Here's how they can help us out, even if say they don't want to order the Nature Box. Although
Okay, all
I
right.
stress you to order the Nature Box.
All right, what do we got?
Here in the box, it has a little thing, a little card, and it says it has a recipe on it. And in the corner it says "Pics or it didn't happen." When you whip up one of our recipes, post it on Instagram or Facebook with the hashtag NatureBox recipe so we could like and reshare it. Now, if you guys out there just do that hashtag and then do hashtag Tell 'em Steve Dave, they can't help but notice that we've had an impact on their profile, right?
That we're responsible for the success of their company.
Right. So all I'm saying is like, maybe, if you guys are out having dinner one night and you're in Chili's and there's an unhealthy plate, take a picture, say, oh, I wish this was hashtag Nature Box recipe that I hashtag heard on Tell 'em Steve Dave. Boom.
Nice.
Even if you don't want to order, which is ridiculous because this granola shit's great, that you can do that. Right?
It's easy.
There you go. All right. What else we got?
Let's play your game, Walt.
It's not really a game.
Let's play. No, let's do your thing.
It's
Well,
not
it's
a game.
got to raise my spirits.
All right. There's a lot of these. Really, some meaty.
Raise my spirits, meat man.
So much meat on the bone, Jeff, that I don't know which one. You guys are like Rottweilers. Which bone are you gonna tear apart?
I'm gonna fucking rip
subject?
that bone up.
Okay, first subject.
What?
First subject. California has passed a law that states that if you're unsure of your gender, you can use any bathroom of your choice.
Oh boy.
How the fuck can you? Okay, go ahead.
You know what that means, Sunday, Jeff? Can you explain it to the listeners? What that means? Do you think, in layman's terms?
Man or woman? That's layman's terms. Man or woman? Layman's terms. You asked for it, I gave it to you. Don't know what
Say it.
Imagine them on the floor.
left to right.
Senator
Make up your
from New
mind.
Jersey, Jeff Sunday Silverman.
That's right. Stitch Award. Here it comes. That's
Jeff Silver Lining.
Man or woman?
all it takes.
All it means.
That's all it means. What else do you
That's
need
my
it to
case.
Or a girl.
mean? Tranny Precious,
Thank
what do you
you.
want?
Precious can say tranny.
Can you sum that up a little bit more eloquently, Quinn, with what this story is going to be about? You think?
That's a hard act to follow, but what they're saying is, and I read an article, a pretty
So
extensive,
you have a little bit of knowledge.
Little bit of knowledge
Okay,
on
yes,
this.
all right.
is I read an article recently.
And now, can I just give you this
Go
before
ahead,
you talk about it?
Of course.
This law will go through kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yes, that's the article I read.
Yes, that if now, go ahead. Explain it.
Well, it was this article, I think it was in Rolling Stone, Follow This, which, as you know, Walter, is just San Francisco magazine from head to toe.
Really? Is it really?
Rolling
It's a
Stone?
liberal magazine?
Oh, it might as well be
They
printed.
fucking put the asshole fucking Boston Marathon bomber on the cover, looking like a cover boy, like all fucking pretty and shit.
Right. Well,
When
listen,
did he become the right wing lunatic and I thought that was my gig.
he's getting older, he's getting crankier. He just lost an award.
Go ahead, Docu.
So what's going on is they're saying that because now everybody's looking at the world in more sensitive eyes.
Yes.
That when your child acts a certain way, instead of being like, well, we got to toughen up this little feminine, whatever.
Sunday, Jeff,
word.
yours. Yeah, I take it back. Yours is a little bit more clear.
like now when a kid starts asking, like when a boy starts thinking he's a girl at
You sound
early
like you're
age.
explaining sex to like you're like a child here.
Oh, yeah, in a way I am. In a way I am. What they're saying is like now parents have the ability, just because of society, to look at their child and say, hey, like my son
May not be.
identifies as a girl at age 5. And now instead of raising these kids a certain way and trying to force them into a sexual identity that fucks them up later in life, now parents are starting to accept it and being like, hey, still my son, still love him very much, but
If he's, but
Yeah.
is he?
You still
What
got
is
to
it?
use the men's room. That's
But
what
the
you still gotta
gender though means female or male.
right.
Science.
But what they're saying is they're prepping them now for gender reassessment surgery later in life.
Oh,
So
pre-op.
So yes, now 5-year-olds are fucking pre-op. So
trannies?
Yeah, transsexuals. So there was this big fight about this kid who wanted to use the girls' bathroom because he felt he was a girl, and that's where all this comes from.
Okay.
People got fired. Teachers got fired over it.
Okay. So that's topic one.
Right.
Well, we'll discuss and debate the new law in California, and if we want to see it come to Jersey.
No.
But not yet.
Next. Go ahead. Fucking crazy ass fucking questions.
Not yet. Not yet. Sunday,
It
Jeff.
makes me
That's
want to
what
pick
the world
that
fucking-
topic.
No, wait a minute. We got even
Why
better
Sunday,
ones.
Jeff? Why? All right, let's see.
Wait now.
Something Jeff does. He has a daughter. She's going to the bathroom and she's some kid come in with a dick swinging. Oh, I'm a girl.
Well, I mean, then that's well, if the kid's coming in with his dick swinging, then that's behavior that needs to be rectified. But
Well, isn't that the very? But you have to pull your genitals out in the bathroom to use the bathroom properly.
yeah, but you could go into a stall.
Again,
Go
Nope.
into a stall.
Oh, there won't be urinals in the.
No, you would. She would go to
You would
the
have to
stall.
sit down.
Yep.
This is an outrage.
What are you
I
talking
sit
about?
down. I sit down more than I stand up, though.
Do you really?
Yeah,
you
it's
really?
more comfortable. Yeah.
Huh?
it's like a gargoyle over there.
I can't remember the last time I sat.
Yeah,
there.
if unless I'm out,
Even
if I'm
taking a
at
crap.
like if I was at the Devils game
Yeah.
and there's a whole bunch of
you're not
urinals,
doing that.
I'll just sit down then.
Sit down on the
You're gonna sit down on
No, not on the urinal. I'm gonna sit
but
down
on
on the
the
toilet.
toilet?
Yeah.
at the
even if-
fucking Rock with drunks pissed all over that seat.
Q likely.
If all the
Where
urinals
I
are being
feet all over
used,
that seat.
if all the urinals are being used,
Oh, Walter.
all right. A study has shown that semen is good for women's health and helps fight depression.
Oh, let's talk about that one, please.
Guys want okay? So that there's a study now that shows that semen, unprotected sex,
Yeah.
helps a woman with her health,
Yeah.
and it helps with depression.
I don't know why this is new. I've been saying this for years.
Yeah. Said
Okay,
it like 4 times.
that's topic 2. And like I said,
Walking by.
like I prefaced last week, Sunday, Jeff, you weren't here though. Everything at the Walter Cooler is true. This isn't a 1, true 3. I know you're thinking that when you heard that law about guys being able to swing it,
Gender bending.
but
Ew, he doesn't like that one.
you don't like that one either.
No,
No,
he doesn't
it's
like
just
that
that-
first one.
Well, that's just fucking ridiculous.
Okay, what do you think about what so far with the Q we got? Semen is good for women's health issues,
Yeah.
and then we got gender bending in California from kindergarten to
Gender
12th
bender.
grade. And the last one is here's some words that the New York City Department of Education have banned: dinosaur, divorce, and disease.
What,
Are
that's
we going
insane.
crazy here?
Oh
Sunday,
yeah,
Jeff?
we're going crazy.
Dinosaur.
Ridiculous.
Who banned this?
The Board of Education has said that you cannot use certain words in testing anymore because it causes students to have bad reactions and feel bad about themselves if certain words are used in testing.
What?
Like if you have let's say you had a test there's 16 dinosaurs went to the tar pit. 3 of them got stuck. How many dinosaurs you got left? They wouldn't be able to use dinosaurs as an example because creationists would be upset.
Holy fuck. God.
There's a whole list of crazy words you can't use on tests
So it was
anymore.
dinosaurs, divorce. What was the other one?
Disease.
Hold on. Birthdays,
Yes, birthdays.
Halloween,
Dancing.
dancing.
Well, dancing, of course.
And poverty. Because it makes children feel bad about themselves to hear these words in a school setting.
Could bring up evolution. Oh my lord.
All right, dogs. Fight amongst yourselves for the bone. Which bone you guys going for?
Poverty is also not allowed as a word might suggest wealth, and that might cause some students to feel excluded.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, get to it. Which bone you going for? Sunday Jeff, which one would you like to discuss at length and give a
The
thesis?
tranny trick.
I don't know. The words are just as fucking stupid. So
He's angry about them all.
So weigh in, Sunday. Which one would you rather talk about? Which one at length would you like to get into and give a real informed opinion upon? Maybe not informed, but a passionate opinion on
I would say I would go with the first one. I'm gonna go with the training trick.
the training trick.
Okay.
Q.
Well, I'm fascinated by the test and cutting out dinosaurs because I really feel
You're
that-
from New York,
I'm from New York.
and you may have children in the school system at some point.
Well,
in the
probably
future.
not.
Probably do right now that you don't even know about.
Here's where I'm torn about, Walt, because I do want to talk about that because I'm just shocked that these people who made this list and implemented it are allowed to keep their jobs. But I really
I
want
agree
to
with
hear.
that.
I want to hear Sunday Jeff tee off on the bathroom issue. I just want to hear it. I just for my own pure joy.
Are you going to sit there and say that there aren't words that can cause a child to feel bad about himself if they're used on a
Sure,
daily basis?
racial slurs.
No, I'm talking about real words. Like I'm not talking about.
How about
slurs.
fat?
Is
How
that
about
still
this?
on here?
I don't care. I don't care. Like
Can you say fat?
you probably can't.
Can't say fucking dinosaur. That's in a science textbook, but you can say fat.
How do they get around teaching about dinosaurs without saying dinosaur?
I don't know.
Well, it's just on a test.
On testing,
Right? It's
yeah.
just on tests. It's not like they can't talk
Because
about it.
creationists say that.
Well, reading it.
Fucking what
Reading it a
taking a
little
science
further.
test,
what
though?
happened to
I
this
just
world?
read a little bit further, and what this it still doesn't make sense to me. But they are saying that some students might have more knowledge of creationism than others, and they don't want to give a benefit to
An
the
upper
kids.
hand.
An upper hand
Yeah.
to the ones that do. So if they take out the word dinosaur, then they don't have to talk about that at all. And everybody's it's stupid.
Everyone can remain ignorant.
It's fucking.
I think
stupid.
the people running the show are fucking
And
dinosaurs.
what's wrong with some kids
Whoa,
being
there you
smarter
go.
than others? And what's wrong with some students being better than others? Like what's wrong?
It's
with
always
that?
going to be the way it is.
Of course.
It's just always going to be the way it is, man.
That's the way it should be. No, am I wrong?
You're saying like every student or throughout history, there's always going to be somebody who has an upper hand over you, right?
Listen, right. That's
You're
right.
always going to have some kids that are at the bottom of the class and some are at the top. I mean, nobody is equal right down the middle.
No. But did you ever read that Malcolm Gladwell book,
Outliers.
Outliers, where they're saying like he was saying, and he proved it as far as I'm concerned, where he's saying like the month that you're born in decides how good of a student you're going to be, because you're either
Astrological signs?
no, the month that you're born, the actual date of your birth, because if you get placed in a class with kids who are younger than you, like if you're on that cusp where you're the old kid in class, you're going to do better.
Right.
And if you're
For a little while, but they'll catch up.
No, but the book made the case that that's not true. That once you get that ball rolling and a student is identified as smarter and better, teachers pay more attention to them and teachers give them more help. And that sets them on a path for their entire life of like, oh, shit, this kid's gifted. Because there's a big difference between a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old developmentally. Like, that's a fifth of your life. And like, but they're
He
thrown.
shines at the water cooler, doesn't he? Yeah, this is why he wanted to do it. He's like, he's
some
looking
more
at him,
water.
man.
Tell me more.
Look at him. He's like, he looks like a fucking professor up there.
If he could just
giving up.
if he could pronounce the word developmentally correctly, he'd be batting 1,000.
I was born in March, so I was at the fucking bottom of the.
I mean, look, he looks like he's giving a thesis up there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm just repeating what the book said. which
Right,
is
right. No, it's good though. You
And
shouldn't
that-
have said it was a book. You should have just said this is
Oh,
your
yeah, I
own
have this
theories.
theory. Cut that out. So actually, like the book makes an interesting case that there's actually not, like there is no one better than anybody else naturally. It's all this.
That's crazy
this
though, because
time.
we both know that's not true. We both have been through
Sure.
schooling, and we've seen the kids who you looked at and you're like, whew,
So some kids,
they ain't got a
some kids
chance.
Are just pieces
They ain't got
of
a
shit.
chance. And when you grew up with them and you saw their life trajectory,
Right, it makes sense.
It worked
you
out
saw exactly
like
how
you
you
thought.
knew it was going to work out.
Sure.
They were behind the 8 ball early on,
But why were they behind?
and
the
they
eight ball?
remain behind the 8 ball. Now, whose fault
Their
is
parents. Like,
Right. Well, I think
that? I
that's,
don't know. That's another argument.
Well, that's what the book is saying. Like all these kids are unformed clay, unless there's damage of some sort, and like all these factors.
Aren't we all damaged?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't damaged.
I don't consider you know what? I don't consider myself damaged.
that's why you're damaged, because everyone else can see it.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean as much when you say that, though. But I really don't. Yeah, I really don't. I don't see it. I don't feel it. And I refuse to ever say that. No, I won't. I'll never say that. Something has to happen to me to become damaged, and it hasn't happened yet. And I'm not saying I won't be at a certain point, because there's things, you never know what comes the next day. Something can happen. Some horrible catastrophe could damage you.
Right.
But right now, no.
Something happened to me that you said if it happened to you, like, you would be crushed beyond belief, wouldn't have been able to handle
You
it.
can't.
Something that happened to me.
But you can't elaborate. You're unwilling to elaborate. That's why you can win a fucking Stitcher next year.
Right, that's true.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's make people cry. That's one other thing I know.
No, because it'll probably end up me
That might be the life
crying.
changer.
It was something that happened, and then we had to shoot something for the TV show right after it. Right after it.
Oh, yeah.
And you told me that if that had happened to you, you said I would have just went home. I wouldn't even have said anything. It would have utterly destroyed me.
Yeah.
So maybe that.
What do you mean?
That's not gonna. I mean,
What do you
maybe
mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm saying maybe that would have the potential to damage.
Oh yeah,
you,
yeah. I'm not saying that I can't be damaged. Oh, I can be.
Yeah.
Like if something happens, I know. Right? Yeah, there's so many things that can happen tomorrow. That can damage me. But I refuse to think that. You would say if you didn't have a great relationship with one of your parents, you could consider yourself damaged, right?
Sure.
A lot of people would.
Yeah.
I refuse to no. I refuse to use that as a.
I wish I had that. I wish I were more like you in that respect.
Yeah, I know. You really take to heart your relationship with your parents, like more so than any person I've ever met. You really like it stings you to this day, and it has so much. I think it has so much. I don't know. It has a lot to do with your state, even to this day.
Yeah.
The relationship with your parents, for whatever reason, it has really put you on not the most positive outlook.
Well, I mean, I'm not even trying to be a dick about it, but it's like, how often do you see your mother?
On a semi-regular basis, yeah.
Well, what would that be? You think
Once a week.
once a week? I see my parents like once a month
Right.
because they live away. I mean, he lived with his parents up until a couple of months ago. So how could you?
Yes.
It was an ongoing
Yes.
thing.
Right.
Oh,
but
about a year ago. Give me a break, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, but you even moved like 2 blocks away from him, so it's like
No, I hardly ever see them, though.
really now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just being honest,
No, I believe you. Yeah,
But you're literally
Well,
2 minutes away
He
from
steals
him.
from Outliers. Now he's a fucking genius at everything.
Professor Q.
Dr. Quinn, what's your
It's
evaluation?
true. It's just like it's like that separation from your parents. I mean, you haven't had for the past few years. You've lived
you're
in
right,
that.
yeah.
But I think though that
Punished myself.
but I think though that you can make a case that almost every problem, I think he will trace back to his parents.
Probably.
I think it has really
Fat
stunted
neck.
him. I think it has really affected him, and been a negative hit. The relationship he has, I think, has really been a negative one for whatever reason. I mean, obviously he has good reason to be upset with them. The jokes aside that he pulls.
They molested me.
Stitcher. 2015, bitch.
Yeah.
Right there, an episode where you talk about the molestation.
Yeah. If we win it, I'll tell it all.
That's right. We gotta win it.
Yeah. It's not like I tell it and then we try to win it.
Oh, that's horrible. But that's Tell 'em Steve Dave. You can make that statement on Tell 'em Steve. Can you make that on any other podcast?
Nah. No.
Should you?
That's more the question.
Oh.
Sunday Jeff, how do you feel about those 12-year-old boys going into that girl's bathroom?
Wait, but what about the words though? Real quick, you haven't really weighed in on the words. Q gave us an eloquent, summed it up eloquently.
Yeah.
Man or woman?
Bry yet again brought his parents into the mix for whatever reason. I'm sure he'll do it on the next two topics as well.
The words in the vocabulary. The words.
They're there.
in the
They're not
dictionaries.
they're not slurs.
They're
Like
not
Q.
harmful words. I don't understand what is the big deal.
Q brought up like he felt there were certain words that can never be used in a curriculum. Is that the right way to
I
pronounce
think
that?
Yeah, curriculum,
everybody's
got it.
some kids I think will learn at different levels. Some kids could learn something, pick up something quick. Some kids don't. It's all individual stuff.
But will a child? I mean, dinosaurs.
I don't think that's
excited
going
me
to
as a
alternate
child.
any kind of future of a
Sage
kid.
loves dinosaurs.
Right, dinosaurs.
It's interesting.
Yeah, they piqued my interest. I mean, I wanted to learn about dinosaurs, and then of course, once we start to learn about dinosaurs, it was boring as hell. I was like, when are they going to fucking tear down a city?
And we're trying to remember all the names. I was like, what's the point?
I don't care about if I see a fucking little mark in a rock, and that's a sign of dinosaurs here. I wanted to see dinosaurs. I wanted to see Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's
Not a
my
fucking
dinosaur.
fossil.
When's Rodan coming?
Exactly. but there are. But
Who's that son?
Can you sit here and tell me though there's not real words, not slurs, that can make a child feel bad about himself? That shouldn't be.
Sure, but I don't believe there's any of the words that you just said.
Can you give me one? An example of one?
Beep.
Whoa! What the fuck? We're trying to win a Stitcher Award here, and you say that?
That's weird. You would say that, dude.
I can't even look at you.
Technical words.
What?
You
Factical?
No, technical words. I said. You're talking about like just words that.
Factical. That's what he said.
Well, except I mean, like fat. Would you use fat in there? I mean, fat to me is more offensive than fucking dinosaur is.
Is fat offensive?
Sure. Like, if a kid was taking a test and something said on their fat, if they were taking something on their fat or whatever.
I think the word fat can be used in context of not always saying body type, though.
Usually anything involving fat isn't usually something that's good on your body.
You're right.
You know?
Fat.
What about if you're saying like,
It generally means
like
big.
we had sausage and ham and the sausages were so fat.
What class is this? Is this the gender
You're right.
writing
It's like a
class,
writing
too?
class or something.
But compared to the other words,
Fat. So
there's
fat
nothing
is a
wrong.
word that you would take out of the
I saw my
lexicon.
mom eating a
Yeah,
fat
I mean
sausage.
that's probably something that's a little bit that for a child. I would think that'd be more harmful than dinosaur.
Right.
You know,
It's pretty ironic because in New York City schools, you can say fat, P-H-A-T.
You can?
Sure.
I guess.
so now you can use the slang.
They call it a fat dinosaur.
Yeah.
So if only words,
PHAT dinosaur. That's pretty good. Fat dinosaur.
so only words associated with body types are words you feel.
Nah, just
What about privilege?
Well, what was it? What were these grades for? What was the grades for?
Pretty early.
They're just saying.
Yeah,
that
I would think that. But I'm saying if you added like whatever those, if they were like kindergartens or whatever, and you told them the word fat, they're not thinking about sausages. They're thinking about some kid. You know? Trust me, they're not thinking about sausages.
I didn't say they were. I was just saying if can you use the word where it's not always in the context of a body type.
Look at that fucking fat sausage.
I heard on the playground you may hear some fat sausage talk.
Yeah,
you know,
in the restroom.
in the boys' bathroom.
Or
But
the girls' bathroom. Oh my God, there's a fat sausage in
That's
there.
which one you want to go to.
so
Well, you can't say anything anymore. Everything is
Yeah, it is. It's
shaming.
ridiculous.
Everything is shaming. You're a fucking fat slob who lets yourself go.
well, as a
Can't
child,
say that.
yeah, but
Can't say that.
But
Oh, not to
a
little
child,
kid. No,
yeah.
of course, no. I wouldn't say it to a kid. But you can't even mention it now.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is probably the proper thing.
Oh, fuck it. I'm fat. I
Right,
let
but a
myself
child to
go.
talk about child though.
Right.
You've got to tiptoe around a child.
Daddy? Mommy?
What about
I'm a fat
dancing?
sausage.
The word dancing is on this list, but ballet is okay.
I would slap my kid's face if they said
Isn't
the word
ballet
dancing.
a form of dancing?
Well, yes, but they made the exception for this form of dancing.
He's beside
It's
himself.
just fucking
Is
nuts,
dan-
man.
but
It's
you know
just- it
why
really
though?
is.
Because kids today, we're afraid to say no.
You know why
as
ballet-
as the dancing got more erotic,
And provocative.
You know why?
we didn't draw a line, and now it's gone to now where it's like it's almost penetration.
Now it's twerking. Everybody's
Now-
twerking.
The young Jeff Silver linings of the world are booty popping.
But ballet is classy. Dancing. Do
You ever see the outfits that they wear?
you remember the movie Footloose?
Yes.
Can't dance in this town.
Well, guess what?
Let's end it on
You
that.
can dance in my town.
Let's
You
end it
remember
on
White
that.
Nights?
That's one to weigh on for the water cooler.
So we're not going to hear from the Jeff talk about boys that think they're girls.
Oh no, we'll go to that
I
right
really
now.
wanna hear
What about the sperm though, Q? That to me blew my mind because Brian, it doesn't talk anything about like if it helps dudes.
Right.
Because I was thinking, man, you need like if it helps with depression, you should put a Craigslist
Right.
ad in and get a bukkake party going.
I should have a
Give you some medicine.
a glory hole at the Rock.
Make you feel better about yourself.
Because if it helps with depression, would you try it?
No. I'd be more depressed.
But let's say it
I'm
worked
like, I
though.
don't feel any better, and I've been sucking dick all day long.
No, well, you don't have to suck it. All
I
you have to
just
do,
gotta
you just got to
drink
come
it?
into contact.
Fucking
No, it just
milkshake.
has to be in. It
Oh,
just
like
has to get
absorb it through my
absorbed
skin?
into your system. I think.
So I go to.
But although, in fairness, though, this study mentions nothing about semen
validity.
with males. It only talks about females mood altering.
No, is
reactions
it
to semen.
human? It has to be human.
What other semen
Like,
are
let's
we
say-
talking
well,
about?
Let's say bull semen. Like, let's say, and I
What?
guarantee you could fucking do it. In L.A., you open up a real fucking fancy boutique,
Right.
and you tell women of L.A., I'm going to give you a massage or rub down with this bull semen, and then you get rinsed off, of course.
Right.
So it's not going to get you pregnant, but it's going to keep you. It's going to make you not depressed, and your skin's going to be supple. And all-
Supple skin.
Can I just read you some stats here, Q?
Yeah, please.
The State of University of New York, the State University of New York study, which scientists carried out via survey rather than through practical experiment, compared the sex lives of 293 females and their mental health. It follows research which shows that seminal fluid contains chemicals that elevate mood, increase affection, induce sleep, and also contain at least 3 antidepressants.
Wow.
The researchers also claim that women who have regular, unprotected sex are less depressed and perform better on tests.
Well, sure, they're getting laid.
unprotected, though.
Semen contain unprotected. Though there, a lot
That's
of
weird.
Unprotected sex is a lot more fun than protected sex.
for who?
For everyone.
Yeah, but what about the ramifications, though? Pregnancy or STDs?
Well, is it saying
that's
that-
not very healthy.
That doesn't saying like
He's gone by then. What does he care?
It says,
This is about the women. We're not talking about him now.
yeah, but does that say that with multiple partners, or is that they could be mean in a single relationship, right?
It could. You want to know some of the? This is weird, Bri.
What else do I got to eat
Semen contains
to be happy?
contains along with spermazota.
Of
It
course.
contains cortisol, which is known to increase infection, estrone, which elevates mood, and oxytocin, which elevates the mood as well.
All right. If you were going to say anything other than toxin after oxy, I would have been in. But
So, I mean, it seems like they only studied women, though, so I'm not sure if the same effects would be.
so if you blow a load all over a chick's face, she's happy. I think a lot of
I
girls
don't
would
think.
disagree with
I
that.
don't think it has to be on the face. I just think it could be another. I just think it has to be absorbed
No,
into
they
your
have to
system.
swallow it.
No.
No.
So if I'm walking around like I jump out of the bushes at a park and blow a load on a lady's arm,
Come on, we know
gonna
it's
be happy.
we know it's about context here.
It's good for you.
I just made you happy, bitch.
I did you a favor. Why?
She don't look in the mood.
Significant findings from this study showed women who engaged in sex and never used condoms showed significantly fewer depressive symptoms than those who did usually or always use condom. So,
Yeah.
I think that I've never heard that before.
To me, it just makes common sense that people who are getting laid are happier. I don't get why.
I think, but what about the chemicals that are in the
sure
in the ejaculate?
Stuff.
it makes sense because evolution wise, people need to want to get laid. It needs to feel good. Back in the caveman days, right?
Right.
So
We're back to this caveman.
so it had to feel good. So
So what you're saying is don't run right into the bathroom and clean up. Let it linger. Let it sit on you for a
yeah,
while.
sleep, have a nap. Just clean the sheets tomorrow. Yeah,
Don't
worry
even
about it.
clean it.
Turn to fucking concrete.
Don't even clean them because just let them just lay in it.
Sheetrock.
Yeah, right.
Can we? With the gay community, they could answer this. I wonder if it
speak
works.
out on
I
this,
wonder
you
if this works for dudes as well.
Um,
I really don't want to know, but
Yeah, of course, we need to know. We're investigative journalists, for Christ's sakes. Do you remember, I was thinking about it the other day. It was very, very early on. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines of I wanted to put something on Craigslist and see who was best at gay phone sex. Like, we were going to put on Craigslist and we were going to have people call, like, a block number and see who could keep a guy on the phone the longest, like with gay phone sex. And you go, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Do you remember
what was
that?
this for? Just for like your free time?
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? You want to come over?
Yeah.
It's for the show.
Oh, it's for the show?
for this show?
I don't remember this at all. I think this is an idea you never presented to us.
No, it was very, very early on. And I remember suggesting it to you, and you go, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm not doing that. I was thinking about it the other day. It made me laugh.
All right. So everybody's weighed in on the sperm. Sunday Jeff, what do you think? Do you think this study is true, or is there? Because they say
Inconclusive.
it's inconclusive. Love it. Sums up everything. Inconclusive. You're still a miserable bastard.
You're gonna put that on his tombstone.
He's tired. He's not the normal.
No,
peppy
he is.
Sunday
He's
Jeff.
all right.
Yeah?
He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine.
Look at him go.
This is what I want to hear.
All right.
Yes.
So we weigh in finally on the transgender confusion
Right.
bathrooms for K through 12.
K through 12 Sunday Jeff.
As a student, I can remember many times seeing like dudes getting thrown into the girls' locker room
Sure.
and some harsh ramifications coming down. Now you could walk in and be like, I'm confused, and see as much as you want to see.
Like, you can kick open stall doors and be like, oh, I didn't know you were in here.
All right? I mean, isn't that
It's
law?
like a fucking Alzheimer's. I mean,
Is that law saying that now you can get a free show?
a free
But I mean, these kids are pretty young, right? Are they interested in it?
K through 12 as a 12th grader.
Right.
I'm not the most popular dude, man. I don't have much going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck it, man. I'll just say I'm confused and get to see a good show.
a show.
A 12-year-old taking a dump is a good show.
A 12th grader,
12th grade. Oh, how old are you in the 12th
Well,
grade?
even a 12th grader.
like
you're
17, 18.
Like a peeking
Oh,
over.
really? That old?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What happened to you? Where's your head, man?
I don't fucking remember this shit. Oh, wow. So in high school,
Yeah.
In 12th grade, you could wander into the girls' room and be like, hey, I feel like I'm a girl. And then just watch
Confused.
them all take craps.
oh,
Wait a minute. I never said that. You
In bags,
immediately
right?
went to that.
In bags?
Excuse me.
Do that again. Let me see how you do that.
Can you try it? Can you get that in this bag?
Yeah.
did you eat this burrito? I'll meet you back here in 2 hours.
How do you feel about projectiles?
Wow. So Sunday, Jeff, you're not down with that at all.
No.
Why not?
But why? These kids are confused.
You're
They're
confused,
hurting.
man. They don't know what's going on,
If you're
man.
confused by fucking 12th grade, you got fucking other issues to worry about.
All right, but let's say
Yeah,
they're
that's
not
their biggest
confused
issue, though.
by 12th grade. Let's say they're like, no, I'm a woman in a man's body. Then there's no confusion.
Well, again, that goes back to even regardless, whatever their sexual preference might be going towards that way, the parent has to sit down and is like, listen, whatever you may think, you still have to use the men's room if you're a man. You know, if you got to use a woman's room, you're a woman. It's just, that's the way it is.
Yeah, but isn't that the reverse of what you think, though? Because then they're going to be in the men's room scoping out. Now, what you're worried about is
You think
happening.
they're shopping for cock?
Yeah, now they're in
Well,
there
then you
looking
know
at
what?
cock.
Then maybe when they get a fist in the fucking mouth, then maybe they'll straighten
There goes our gay contingent. What are you doing? Why are you gay bashing Sunday Jeff?
Hey, you want the truth? If somebody does that to you, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Chill.
Pulling your fucking pants down, or are you fucking getting a fist in the fucking face?
What prison did you go to high school?
I didn't say prison. I'm just saying, if you're asking me,
Like ripping your pants. Let me see that cock, motherfucker.
some fucking 12th grader comes in and starts fucking scoping your shit out, and you fucking look over and it's like, what are you doing?
You don't immediately throw fists. Not in 2014.
No, but
Maybe
if it
in
continues to
1975 when
fucking
you went
stare
to
at you, and you'd be like,
Beautiful
dude,
Southern
what's your
Jeff.
fucking problem? What do you keep on staring at my shit for?
He's like, I'm confused.
Yeah, well,
You're in this. You're in
either
the
get on your
showers.
knees and do something about it, or you're getting a fist back.
He'll settle your confusion.
Sperm's good for you. Didn't know that? That's what I read about it.
Money! Get on your knees and do something about it!
Are you going to tell me right now that when you were in high school, did you ever use the showers?
No,
You never did?
no, nobody
Why?
ever uses
Why?
showers.
Unconscious guys in the shower.
We didn't play gym long enough to really get. I mean, there's nobody.
So
ever
you
uses
weren't
showers.
forced
The
to?
showers were there, but it was mostly for like after school.
You weren't
curriculum.
forced to?
No, you didn't have to force to take showers. That was for like after school if you ran track or whatever. Most of the stuff during the school, we never really got.
Have you ever been to the Y? Have you ever showered with another man?
No.
Oh, this stems from a lot of the responses we just got right here. Yeah, he doesn't realize that it's not some sort of
You don't have to knock people out right away.
Sodom and Gomorrah in there. It's
No,
just,
but I've never.
Just dude showering, bro.
yeah.
Fucking Caligula.
I was brought up there. I grew up in
Walks in
Rome.
like fucking Rocky Balboa, ready for a conflict.
You used to take showers in school.
Yeah,
The Jewish stallion.
it's not a big deal.
Silverman.
It's not a big deal, man. You don't have to have this big chip on your shoulder
That's not
or on your
my
thigh.
shoulder. I'm just telling you. I don't care what you might think.
Yeah, it's not
Did anybody ever come on to you that you felt like it
I
might
didn't say
happen?
anybody did do it. I'm just saying if you.
No. Do you think like in your lifetime has anyone ever like come on to you?
No.
Like you thought, no.
But what? Okay, so back to the whole pondering of this question. If you're that old though, and you're not confused, you know what you are inside. You shouldn't be. You should be forced to still use the bathroom.
Yeah, because
That
you don't
society
But it doesn't
has
matter.
fucking thrust in your fucking face over and over again since you were a little kid.
Doesn't matter. You're still by gender a male. You go and use
But
the men's.
not
room.
only in, but not inside, not in your soul.
Well, that's tough.
Should they build then a third bathroom?
Physical
maybe like the
appearance.
handicap
If you're
bathroom?
going by,
Right.
if you were filling out your on an official document or something, whether you're male or female.
There are new documents out there.
Undecided?
Yes.
All right, I don't even have to talk anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, but why is that
mad he
so
is.
ridiculous? Somebody's supposed to live their life.
It's Archie
in
Bunker in the house.
confusion
How
and
can you be
pain.
fucking that confused?
They just are, man, and it's just like, and they feel their whole life like they are wrong and off, and like, should we as a society say, hey, you know what, this is the way you are. Let's make you a healthy, productive member of society so you can be one of us, or do we say, I can't even talk about this, it's fucking ridiculous.
Not
it's just-
everybody
you can
is
do
as
whatever
lucky
you
as
want,
you,
right.
who is
You could-
so sure of their identity,
You
though.
can do whatever you want, but if you're just using a restroom, go into the men's room. It doesn't matter what you feel inside.
if
Just
they
go
have
in
the
men's
operation
rooms.
and they lop it off,
Well, now you're going to a whole nother.
and then can they use your bathroom then?
Well, then technically,
Your bathroom.
if you've gone to that full
Or
length,
they lop it off and give it to somebody else? Can the person who got the new gear, are they allowed to come in and use it and just sit next to you at the stall?
well, if they're legally considered a female, then or a
Yeah,
male,
but it's all about the operation.
So
it's
it's
all
a matter
about
of law.
post-operation.
but
It's all about law with
It's
him,
all
man.
about law, man.
I like that, though. He's always been that way.
is.
You have to
It
respect
really
that. He
is.
doesn't want to bend the rules.
So if the law has changed so that all bathrooms
But this
are
law is a
unisex-
law now. It is a law. In California, it's a law.
all right. Well, I'm not California. All right, go ahead.
Q, what do you? All right, Sunday Jeff is weighed in. There's a lot.
I feel bad because neither of you two believe this wholeheartedly at all. And the poor bastard just wants to get home.
It's just the
Worked
whole
all
thing.
day.
I mean, I saw pictures of fucking.
How dare you
wanna
fucking suppress?
I'm watching it. You know what? You know what's depressing? Look at fucking how they're living in Syria. That's fucking depressing. What that city looks like. That's fucking depressing.
What are you talking about?
Did you see pictures of what Syria looks like? It's crazy. How are these fucking people living over there?
You're right. We're here worried about
Which fucking bathroom I'm using. There's kids sleeping, eating fucking dirt on the street.
In Syria?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Syria's pretty fucked
can
It
point
is
to their
fucked up.
leadership though.
No, I'm not saying.
It's,
But
whose fault?
you know
It's
what?
their
They're still
leaders.
probably using men and female fucking bathrooms, though.
Oh, they got that right at least, right, Sunday Jeff?
They got that right, left. You know?
What do you think, Q?
You know what? I have a hard time caring about any of this because to me,
What? Which one? The kids?
gender thing?
the gender thing, because I don't have kids. One, two, I just feel like if it's gonna make. Listen, I don't know. It's a sticky wicket. You know what? I wouldn't mind the third bathroom.
Remember how
option.
eloquent he was earlier?
Yeah, what
Because I
happened?
don't know. Because I just.
Unisex bathroom?
Yeah, I wouldn't like a third.
But they have them.
Yeah, that's fine. Like
Do you
Starship
think though
Troopers.
that this, like, they're trying to stop bullying, but don't you think this puts even a bigger target about kids, like boys who are obviously boys?
I think
going
you
into
have
the
to
girls'
take
room?
moves like this.
or vice versa.
I think that you have to do maneuvers like this to get. Because right now it's taboo, but if you keep chopping away at it and you keep making these maneuvers, eventually,
What's taboo?
like the gender confusion. Right
Okay,
now,
yeah.
I guarantee it's still a fucking taboo topic. Whereas, like in recent years, in the past 10, 15 years, I would say homosexuality has become wildly more accepted. Am I wrong about that?
Sure.
Or am I right?
Yeah, it's a lot
And
more accepted.
the way that became more accepted is by the guys in the gay parade walking down the street dressed like Pink Jesus on a cross and freaking everybody out and pushing the margin and pushing the margin. So like now you're looking at the guy dressed like Pink Jesus.
They were the Rosa Parks.
They were. So you're like, holy
Pink
fucking
Jesus.
shit, that's fucked up. And then you see like a couple of like normally dressed gay people.
Is
You're
that
like,
offensive to
You're like,
say
no, that's okay. Like we'll take these gays. We'll take the gays that just go to work and just want to raise
Right.
kids. Just please keep me away from the G. So I think that's how the line gets pushed. By
Where's the
these-
threshold end?
Exactly. So what's going on right now is you're starting to see these gender equality.
So it's a good thing.
I think in the end it'll be a good thing, yeah. Because
We'll have healthier minds. We won't have
Right.
broken minds like the one sitting here at the table right now.
Look at me.
And what do you think? Now we have somebody who definitely feels that they've had a fractured upbringing, right? Not because of gender. You no hermaphrodite.
you're all nasty. Nobody's taking that
Yeah,
from
not
you.
talking about that.
Yeah.
But like, do you think this is healthier
Look at that thick neck.
for the kids involved?
I think it will be so infrequent to be called upon that it'll not even be an issue. The number of kids who are like boys that are like, I feel like a female, to the point where like I want to dress as a female, I want to use a female bathroom. It's probably like statistically you can't even, it's immeasurable.
Sure.
And vice versa. So I don't even think it'll be that big of a deal. The whole idea that like that subtly like a ninth grader is going to be like, you know what, I feel like a girl. I'm just going to go use the girls' room. All right. Like I think you're going to.
There's
you're gonna have to
jokesters.
go through so.
There's
much
jokesters though who don't
There's
feel
some
like
practical jokers out there.
Wait,
Yes.
what? No.
That's another skit for you.
You also know that too. That you can't
See where you get with that one.
you can't keep sports separated now anymore either. High school sports.
I mean, I'm all for getting girls on the gridiron and just like watch it because then they got to get creamed just
Only
like
if
the
it's
guys.
an indoor league.
Indoor league.
But do you think though that it's there will be dudes who will not play to their fullest.
Yeah, but there will be dudes that will, and that's the game I want to see. I want to see.
Why do you want to see that?
Because I want.
That's really weird. You want to see?
Because I want to see. I'm sorry, I'm weird for wanting to see a gender equal game, a football game. Please.
That's but
Like
you're
those
like
small
you want to see him get crushed though because
No. I want to see the guys who are going to go ahead and give it their all, but I also want to see the women who are going to give it their all. That's what I meant.
But you won't. But will the game be? Will the game be as played as hard, knowing that you're on the opposite side of you as a female? Do you want to be known as the guy who fractured?
Think they hold back some? Is that what you're
fractured the
saying?
back of the girl on the other team?
Concussed for the rest
I
of
don't
your
want
life.
to be, but
Right. I mean that's
there are
tough.
guys, but nobody wants to be. I don't think anybody wants to be known as a guy who fractures a guy on the other team.
Oh yeah. You don't think that wants to, like some receivers going up for the ball, and they don't want to just split them in half and make the highlight reel?
Metaphorically, I don't think anybody actually wants to sever
after the play's
spine.
done.
Oh
they're
yeah,
pretty hard.
But do you want even so much as like break their arm or something? You know that there are some players who want to go in and break that quarterback's arm, make sure they win. They're going out for blood. You know that they are.
You know what? Well,
but they're not going to go out for blood if there's a female on the other side. At least most guys, I don't think, will.
I have some perspective on this a little bit because when I went through the fire academy, there were 3 females that went through, and a lot of the guys just hated them. Just were like, you don't belong here. Would like say it to them, and it was just like, and I will say one of them was a disaster. She should not have been in there, but in the same way that a man who performed like her shouldn't be in there, not because she's a female. One of them was, in my opinion, one of the best recruits we had. She was great. She was legitimately great at the job. And guys would anyway be like, you don't belong here. You don't belong in the firehouse. Get the fuck out of here. I never agreed to it. I never agreed with that myself.
Were you a recruit at the time as well?
Yeah, I was going through it with her at the time. Thought she did great. You know
could
what I
you
mean?
have used, if you said you were you were confused, could it have helped you, benefit you?
No, that's where the story is going. That's what happened. I tranny tricked the entire athletic life.
I wondered how you got that gig.
So I've seen it, and I'm telling you that there are plenty of guys. The game of football would just have to adjust to. You'd have to. The people who wouldn't want to play with the women on equal playing ground would become dinosaurs. I know we're not allowed to say that word, but they would be shifted out, and you would see a balancing. You would get the guys who want to play as they should be played.
And I know there are sports. I don't think football is one, though, but there are sports that definitely some very good female athletes can excel even on the male teams.
Yeah, like why aren't there females in baseball? You would think that would be like.
You ever see them play softball? How fast they throw that ball. It's crazy how fast the softball is.
Like that surprises me that we haven't seen that yet.
What was the girl's name? Remember, she wanted to. It has nothing to do with sports, but it was about 10 years ago. She wanted to. It was a military thing that she wanted to join. The fuck was her name now? Remember, it was down in not the Vatican, something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a girl. It was an all boys military school,
right? The Citadel?
The Citadel.
Yes.
And she fought for the right, and then fucking dropped out. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah, but you never know until you try, though. Until you get the opportunity to try.
But that doesn't mean that women can't handle it. That means that
that one woman couldn't.
Did anyone handle it after that? Did anybody?
The Citadel? Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What's wrong though with girls and guys clubs? I have absolutely no problem with girls having a club of their own.
No.
Like, what's the big deal?
I don't get it either. But I mean, look, with the firehouse, it's
because
like.
You'll see guys will take that stance, though, once they get that ugliness of, like, don't invade my club. Like, you're. Like,
don't invade my
fire
space.
club,
Like,
right?
you don't,
Some of the firemen were very upset by that.
They were.
The intrusion.
Well, it's not like I can't understand where they're coming from because a firehouse is a very closed society. It has traditions going back good traditions that go back hundreds of years that, like, things change. Like, there's something to guys hanging out and being guys, right? And that's what.
And if you thrust a female into the mix, is there feeling of like feelings?
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. Like, I'm talking. You thrust a female into that situation where she's saying legally you don't have the right to act as you've always acted anymore. Because now there's a female here, so you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this.
You have to adjust.
Like what? Like you can't watch porn or something on your off hours?
You're not supposed to do that anyway.
At the firehouse.
But that's a great example.
Would you be allowed to? You're not supposed to do that anyway, though?
You're not supposed to do that. Well,
just watch gay porn.
I guarantee you.
How's this, huh?
But look, when I got off a certain grade in the firehouse, I took all the guys from the firehouse out. We went to a strip club. And I bought them lap dances. We had a party. We celebrated. Mm-hmm. Some married guys came. They didn't get lap dances. They had drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we went. It's just like now, you can't. I wouldn't even be able to bring that up legally.
Really, that's taboo now, right? That's off the books. You can't do that no more.
If there's you
may get charges. Be brought up on charges.
You can, yeah.
But couldn't you do that outside, or like just say to everybody else?
You're ostracizing.
That's not how. Right, Walt just nailed it on the head. Because now, if you're planning things outside of work where you're excluding this person, that's a new set of laws that you're violating. So it's not like I can't understand why guys feel that way, because it's like, man, we got a fucking good thing going here. We've been fighting fires.
Band of brothers.
A band of brothers. And
So
now,
then you know what? You invite her to the strip club, whether she comes or not.
That's
you
but
can't
that's
do that.
offensive though
You
to some women.
can't invite
though.
a woman to a
But
strip club.
but I'm saying you just said before that if you're planning to go
but
someplace after work, at least you're invited. You're putting
Yeah,
the
but you're
okay
inviting
there.
them to a place though that could very well be
But
very
we-
offensive to
yes,
them. You're
put
putting
the
you're
invite out to you.
objectifying
Well,
a female. You're going to a place that objectifies.
Maybe they're
females more
confused.
than
Maybe
any
they got to
place on
find
earth.
out. You know.
That's the exact nature of the business.
That's the purpose of the business. That's the purpose of the business. And, right. You're talking common sense on it, Jeff. I'm talking about legally this is what happens when you do that. And
So you wait until after work and then you say,
Can't.
"Why not?"
you can't do
He
it.
just told you can't.
Trying to
And listen,
get around it.
and to be clear,
If you're off the clock and you go outside or whatever, you call your friend on the
it doesn't
cell
work that
phone,
way. It doesn't work that
How
way.
many of your
How is that
friends
not
are you
possible,
allowed
though?
to call though at the firehouse and go to the strip club
Not-
outside
it's
of work?
a real low number. It's a
Really, but if
real-
it's over a certain amount, then it's considered a work-related
I think-
gathering
I
outside of
think
work.
legally, it's 1 and 1. But
Wow.
But now
kind of
in
fucking rules are these?
defense of the female firefighters that I've worked with, not one of them would ever do that. Most of them would just come to the strip club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying in practice it doesn't work out like that. I'm talking about the fears of the guys.
So you got like a
in the
secret
firehouse.
handshake and shit. And just
Well,
say,
no,
ah,
'cause-
you know where we're going.
So, I love you.
Do some
I
of
love
this
the
like
way you
this?
see the
Okay.
world.
I'm 30 seconds, so you know where we're going.
Secret handshake.
You know what I'm saying? Charlie Brown's handshake club there. You know where
I'm
we're
not
going
in trouble.
tonight.
I had a
Yeah.
secret handshake.
I didn't say nothing. We just happened to all meet there. Well, nobody called. Check our phone records. Nobody called. We just knew we were going there.
Right.
Is that how it works where you work? Do you guys have a secret handshake?
Yeah, we go around the water cooler that we don't have.
Your hands are cocked to punch each other in the face when you walk into the bathroom, and then you have secret handshakes on the outside.
We got Everlast just hanging up right by the fucking bathroom.
Everybody out drinking with black eyes. I don't know, Walt.
All right, so Brian, anything else? I mean, you really didn't. Is there anything else to weigh in on the K through 12
The K through 12 now, I think it's
confusion reigns?
I think it is. Like I said, one, it's not even going to be an issue.
Are you
so
mad
few
at the people who brought the law? Are you mad at them? Are you upset with them? Do you feel that? Do you think that they were trying to do something good, or you think it's going that they overreacted?
I think that they're trying to do something good, and they're trying, like, if they're trying to do something that they feel are going to help kids later on in life adjust societally a little bit easier. Because, I mean, you look at a lot of fucking trannies, it doesn't appear that they have it easy, you know? Like
It depends.
Like when I lived in
depends.
LA, man, Santa
If you-
Monica
you-
Boulevard,
if
you know
you-
what I'm talking about. It's fucking crazy.
if you could fool 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, you probably got it okay until you get to that last step.
That's a RuPaul. Fuck yeah.
Until you get to that last step, as long you know.
I think maybe their hearts are in the right place, but people are just they're so fucking bent on on changing everything, like you say, like institutions that have been in place for hundreds of years suddenly have to change because somebody doesn't like it, and it's just sometimes you just be
Constitution
like,
don't
you know
change,
what?
though.
Fuck off. Like, fuck off. We don't this is a men's club. We don't want you as a fucking girl. Just like the girls can be like, you know what? This is a girls' club. We do this fucking girl
Yeah,
shit.
but
fuck off,
Then you
guys.
should be able to
But
go
if we're
in there.
talking about a club, yeah, like a meeting club where only guys meet to play bridge or something.
Right.
But if you're talking about an occupation, though,
you
you
can't-
occupation,
that's
no, of course
different,
not.
though.
Yeah.
You can't
But that's
exclude.
what Q is bringing. Well, Q is an occupation. His is not really a club.
I mean, I guess everything changes then, and it sucked, but what are you going to do?
It doesn't have to suck, though. You
doesn't.
gotta
That's what I'm saying.
You just
Outside
gotta
of
fucking
work.
get with 2014.
2014 is no fun, though. It's too PC. It's too fucking PC. I'm telling you.
You're a fucking dinosaur.
Hey, don't you say that.
You are a dinosaur. You sound like a dinosaur right now.
I guess I am. I probably am.
Look, every firehouse I know that has a competent female member.
I just want to win a
has not
Stitcher so
regretted it.
fucking bad.
You want
I just
what?
want to win a
I'm
Stitcher
telling you,
so
man, I'm
bad.
telling you.
I just want to win a Stitcher.
Walter, I'm doing my best here.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to
I'm
say.
talking about female advancement here. I'm doing what I can, bro. You know how much of this I believe.
I don't know where I'm going here.
Which was a better time,
I
1950s?
set up Jeff in a fucking I crucified him out here to win a Stitcher. I feel so
knocking
shitty.
out
I
gays.
feel so shitty.
It's crazy though. I'm saying he goes after worse.
Commercial land.
If a guy glances in his direction, they're out cold.
Fucking Tyson.
Tell him, Steve, Dave. Just vote. Just come on. Let us win.
Please, Stitcher.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.